to my country, to Haiti. Yeah, cool. Next week, I'll be in the States. I'll drop by your fucking studios. You know where it is? Give me the address. I'll be right there. Don't come unprepared. We'll do it. You want to do this? Let's go. We'll put gloves on. It'll be legal. I know Florida laws. I take one bitch, then I take the other one. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, nigga.
You want to talk? I'll be there.
Okay, you know what?
I wasn't there last time. I wasn't. But now you want to do this?
You want to set up the box, man?
Let's go.
Okay, we can set it up.
Both of you bitches. Let's go.
Hey, man.
You want to do this? Let's go. Let's.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. You know who I am. I need no introduction, right? And you're listening to the Grown Man Hour with my man Bernard Riley, heard weekdays right here on YouTube. What do you think about that? How about that? Now let's get back on with the show. Thank you.
Oh, man. Why is that still up there? That shouldn't be up there. What's up, everybody? Let me try to get rid of that real quick. All right, there we go. Now I'm back. Now I'm back in the building. A little messy. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Y'all should be able to hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. And damn, I didn't know it was going to escalate this quickly. Some of y'all saw the opening intro clip. I may play it again. I see some people are already saying fake beef. Slightly trending in that direction. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Normally, yes. The unnecessariness of it makes me say not a fake beef. Because Fresh and Fit was just rolling. Like they rolling. Like they are. So there's no reason that they would need to do this. Like neither of these channels need to do it. Neither of them. But shout out to the early bird squad, those that make it in bright and early, even though I'm not starting the show exactly early today. I may go start back to doing the 9, starting right at 9 a.m. I've been going at 10 a.m. Today I'm coming on after 11. So I don't know. We'll see. I did kind of like 10 a.m., but this 11 o'clock stuff, no, this will not be a regular deal for me. this will not be a regular deal for me. But shout out to Alexander Boyles in the building. Shout out to Jay Monta. He says TBH. To be honest, I do not be knowing what these little abbreviations mean. But to be honest, says this situation is wildly immature on both ends, but we know the haters are going to eat this up like cornbread. Yeah, I'm not a hater of either one of those guys. I made that clear in the last video, to part 1. Now it wasn't a part 1. It was like, you've chosen violence if you made one video and you called it part 1, even before you knew it was going to be a part 2. I didn't know it was going to be a part 2 because I didn't know that it was going to be ongoing. I didn't know that this thing was going to be ongoing like that. I had no idea. I had a feeling that Fresh and Fit would respond the way that they did. And they responded in what I think was a predictable way. They didn't put Abba and Preach name in the title. They didn't put Abba and Preach in the thumbnail. They did a stream on credit or this or that, blah, blah, blah. But before they got into the main topic, they riffed for about 10 minutes or so on Abba and Preach and threw a bunch of, body blows, uppercuts, low blows, and, they threw some overhanded uppercuts. So I knew that was going to happen. But I didn't predict that Abba and Preach would make a follow-up video to the follow-up. I feel like if you bomb first, you are allowed to ignore the replies. I think Eminem said that in the song. I should just bomb first and ignore the replies. But yeah, if you bomb first, you can ignore the replies. That's in good taste. Bomb first, ignore the reply. They could have done that. And this just would have been, hey, Abba and Preach kind of did some stuff that even though I agreed with them on the merits of whether or not men should trick or not. I don't think every man should do it, but I think some men prefer to do it. Some men need to do it. Some men find convenience in it. So some men do it for their own reasons. Some men make a pleasurable experience out of it. Some men are in a dark place and they probably need to figure something else out. It varies. It varies. So, and Abba and Preach did a good job of breaking that down. So on the merits of the debate that they were having, I do agree with Abba and Preach. But the pettiness of making that video after you went on the air with them, teamed up with them, partnered up with them, they kind of in the same lane. They all of those guys are like some foreign but still American brothers. Some Black American brothers from other lands or islands or wherever the hell. Here in the States, got YouTube channels. And they're not exactly in the same lane, but they kind of cover the same. They technically colleagues. They're colleagues. You ain't gotta. So I wasn't feeling them coming at them like that after they had an opportunity. After they worked with them. You work with somebody, yeah, cool. You don't make a 3 month later response video. Now that assuming they're a little under Fresh and Fit taking some heat for. I barely even know all the details, but they what is the phrase? Don't eat where you shit or something like that. I don't know exactly what's going on there. I don't know exactly what's going on there. I've seen O'Shea's video on it. I heard Donovan Sharp did a video on it. I didn't watch that one. But it's been a number of things that's been happening where chicks have been exposing DMs or showing this or showing that, and women can always manipulate stuff. So I just took it with a grain of salt. There's nothing wrong with them kind of trying to smash a chick that come to their house to do the podcast with them. Technically, nothing wrong with that, but it's not my style to say only way I'm letting you on the show is if you give me the pussy or if you do this or if you do that. I don't even know exactly if they did that, but especially if you're dealing with another content creator, because then it's like y'all collabing for business, and so you don't want to mix business and pleasures. They taking some heat for that, But you know, I'm not going to knock men for using their position to get some poon. But there's a way to go about it. There's a way to go about it. But I don't know all the details, so I'll leave that aside. But I'm just only saying that to say it seems like Abba and Preach are saying, "Oh, these guys are starting to get a bad name. Let's distance ourselves from them. Let's make a video going at them." It reeks of that. Even though I think they were right on the merits, I do think it was kind of some hoe ass shit for them to do that. They were right. I agree with them on whether or not some men should pay for it. You know, and they said it in the video. I'll play some clips of it pretty soon. They said it in a recent video that you know, it's CEOs. It's CEOs that pay for the convenience. It's all kind of reasons why a man might just go ahead and pay and just get it done and get it over with. Get them in, bid them in. There's all kind of reasons why. Justin March in the building, super with the super sticker. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who comes on in and supports the stream. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to Edward Anderson in the building. Shout out to you. I'm just scrolling down the list, seeing some names. Saw Big Ike in the building. Shout out to you, Killmatic RM. Huh? That's the funniest name ever. I saw in the comments on the last show how you said I'm a fence sitter. I ain't no goddamn fence sitter. When it comes to women trying to smuggle fuckery into the conversations, I don't sit the fence. If two good men, decent men are having an honest disagreement, I can see both sides of that argument. And we'll hear both sides out. But when it comes to women trying to smuggle fuckery into the conversation, I break out the rhetorical battle axe on their ass. Don't call me a fence sitter. But if it's a decent conversation between two honest men, then yeah, I can hear both sides. I can hear Democrats, I can hear Republicans, liberals, conservatives, atheists, Christian, all of that. But if somebody just put on the gynocratic jersey and batting for the sisterhood, then no, I don't hear both sides of that one. That is an interesting point. I don't know if that's deliberate. Wayman Casey says, Fresh and Fit go on same time as Kevin Samuels to compete. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true that they do it to compete. I think they do it because that's just kind of the shtick of their show, Fresh and Fit after hours with the girls. You can't do a show like that, you know, at 12 noon. During the day, they do their shows where they basically give game on, where they essentially teach game. Sometimes they'll teach like they just recently, is I think yesterday did a show where they were just teaching, you know, credit and all of that. But a lot of times they will teach game on women during the midday, like 5 p.m. And after they finish that show, they'll come back later after hours with the girls. That's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it works. That's what they do. That's so I don't think that's I'm trying to compete and gun for Kevin Samuels. I just think that's how their schedule plays out. Black Sword in the building. He says, you getting on that Gretzky today. I don't know what that means. You getting on that Gretzky today. I sent an email. All right, I'll check the email when I get a chance. Shout out to Trendsetter TV 84 in the building. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Man, I just recently started watching Game of Thrones, man. I'm on season 4. I've been binge watching it. When you said heavy is the head to wear the crown, that made me think of Game of Thrones. I don't mean to spoil it, but I'm at the part where they finally killed that pesky, annoying, insufferable bastard. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. They finally got rid of him. When he started choking, I was like, yes! Die, motherfucker, die! I was so glad. He didn't suffer enough. Don't give nothing away beyond season 4. Please. I'm on season 4. At the beginning of season 4. I'm trying not to even give that away. Even some of y'all have said that in the chat, but yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. When that insufferable bastard died, man, I was so happy. He didn't suffer enough. I was like, while he's sitting there choking on, I don't even know if they reveal. Well, yeah, I'm at the point where they kind of revealed who did it. But either way it go, when he was choking, I was like, can somebody just come stab him? Someone just start stabbing him in the legs. Just cripple him for life and keep him alive or something. Like no, because then he'll be just an angry crippled king. No, he had to die. He had to die. But he didn't suffer enough. It was too fast. It was too fast. That's all I'm saying. It was too fast of a death. They could have dragged that death out for a little longer. That was not no. He needed to die a worse death than that. Okay, but the Logic Sphere in the building says, any thoughts on Hafez and the Roommates podcast being bottle fed by a woman with a bib? What? Huh? Ty City, I was real close to blocking you when I saw that protect the honest truth at all cost. But I was like, nope, I'm gonna watch it. You made some compelling points, man. Hey, that was a classic. That was a classic. You almost got blocked, but man, that was a classic. That title almost got you blocked, Ty City. My finger was on the block button, but I said, no, I'm gonna watch it, and that was a classic. That was a classic. That was a classic. I did watch it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll share my screen. Yeah, that was a classic. Ty City, you stay about to get blocked. I'm laughing, but halfway serious. You was about to get blocked for real that day. Ty City was legit about to get blocked. I'm trying to pull up his share screen. I'm laughing, but serious. I was like, yeah, I've seen enough. He gone. But okay. He says, just when you think these relationship guru niggas couldn't get more corny. That ain't a good look. That ain't a good look. I think he's trying to illustrate a point, but however he's trying to illustrate this point, he should not have done it that way. Are you a boy or a man? If he's trying to illustrate a point that a man shouldn't be with a woman who's taking care of him or financially footing the bill, if he's trying to illustrate that point, he should have found an actor to play the role. Like, you don't put yourself in that position. Like, that's just stupid. That's weak. That's whack as hell. Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, y'all can't see it. Hold on. Y'all can't see I'm reading the caption. I'm actually go to his page and see what it say. But I'm reading the caption and it says, "Are you a boy or a man?" I don't know if y'all can y'all see that? Yeah, his caption says, "Are you a boy or a man?" And so I think he's trying to illustrate a point, but no, you don't do it that way. You don't do it that way. That's not gonna no. Edward want to know, is she black? See, I didn't. Okay. Now I think she light skinned it. I think I've seen him with a light skinned it chick. So I don't think she white. That's even funnier though. That's even more meat on the bone to clown him with. But Damn, people filing on in here. 321 in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm about to real quick go to the roommates channel. Like, I don't put the roommates in the same category as Fresh and Fit. They do something else. They were part of the Derek Jackson cartel. Oh, that's his thumbnail to a video? Okay, so that, damn. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he clowning. He clowning. So yeah, that's a thumbnail to a video. I don't know what he said in that video, but I understand he's trying to illustrate a point, but nah, you don't do it that way. I don't put them in that category. I mean, they kind of, you know, they tried to segue into, you know, giving game to men. They did briefly segue into that, but they for the most part been in the Derek Jackson cartel. They used to like travel on the road with Derek Jackson and Stefan Labossiere, the dude who Beard, you know, inspires me sometimes, but you know, but they used to travel on the road with them. So they in that camp. Even though when Kevin Samuels started blowing up, they kind of, you know, stuck their toe in the other side a little bit, but nah, they ain't. They don't fall in the Fresh and Fit relationship guru category. I'm just trying to look at their channel. I'm still subscribed to them, but I guess YouTube got the message and quit sending me notifications for their stuff because I haven't seen their channel pop up in a while. Just looking at their titles. Has the world gone totally delusional? That's something about sports. The realest financial advice I want to give. My heart broke when I got this news. I don't know what that news is. Men have reached an all-time low. I got 99 problems, but this will never be one. See, now I could be petty and say after my epic line to Sister George when I said Curlin got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. But no, Curlin got 99 problems and a bitch is all of them. I started seeing people making 99 problems references. I could be petty and say, I started that. Everybody's saying 99 problems because of me. Ever since I said Curlin got 99 problems and the bitch is all of them. But I'm not going to be petty and do that. But I'm looking at it right there. You got a 99 problems thing in this video. I got 99 problems and this will never be one of them. Feminism and the myth of equality. So that's where they kind of dip their toe into talking about manosphere stuff. I'm looking at it, says 3 ways men can be more attractive to women, advice to young men in their 20s. I mean, they do try to give advice to young men. They do, but they wouldn't be considered red pill. I'm not going to put them in Fresh and Fit Donovan Sharp territory or category or anything like that. No. That's what Jonathan Barronville said. Did you trademark it and create a magazine, though? No. Everybody is free to use. Everybody is free to use it. And hell, I ripped it off Jay-Z. So there's that. But all right, damn, we got people in this joint. So people in here kind of early. Not even the 30-minute mark. We closing in on 400. So let me roll let me roll some of this bean footage, so to speak. Let me see where we at. Let me get rid of that. Well, no. Okay, let me just hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second, good people. 1 second, good people. I'm gonna go right to Fresh and Fit on this one. I'm gonna go right to Fresh and Fit on this one because in fairness to them, I want to make sure that I'm not just playing Abba and Preach response to the response or whatever, even though that's a way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That is a good way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
See Reminiscence in theaters.
But I want to get their thoughts and commentary on it, you know, clear, without Abba and Preach's thoughts and commentary.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast.
So I do want to get that out there that way. Now, oh damn, I already got it up. Let's see. Already got it up, and then we're gonna play. Then we're gonna try to go through this one real quick, just so y'all can see the setup. Then y'all can hear the actual challenge that I played in the beginning of the video, because I got them boxing gloves in there for a reason. Because Preach, the not tall, the shorter, not skinnier one, said, yeah, I'm gonna be in the States. I'm gonna get the address from my boy. I'm gonna pull up on y'all. We can get gloves. We can make it legal. We can box. Let's get it. Like he threw down the gauntlet. He threw down the gauntlet. He ready to go. He slapped him in the face with a glove. I challenge you to a duel. Like he did all that. He is ready to go. He is ready to go. And he put them in a situation where they got to accept or decline the offer. And we'll be waiting on that. I will resist the temptation to do a part 3 if Fresh and Fit accepts the offer. But yeah. And I don't like this, by the way. I don't like this. I blame Abby and Preach, even though they were right on the merits of the stuff that they were debating. I blame them because there was no reason to come at some brothers who you had collabed with and been colleagues with. You know, it would have been better to just reach out to them and have the discussion and have the debate. But I have my, little theories as to why they did it, because, Fresh and Fit coming under fire for people accusing them of sexual coercion or whatever. I don't even know all the details of that. I haven't seen all the streams, all the videos. I don't know all the details with that, but I think Abby and Preach is trying to keep their name clean and separate from Fresh and Fit. So they just figure, hey, I'm just going to make a video clowning them. It's a beef now. We're not cool with these guys. Don't lump us in with these guys. Don't lump us in with the manosphere. Don't lump us in with the red pill. Even though the red pill is necessary, we don't want to be attached to it. I think that's Abby and Preach's position. Because you typically don't go after colleagues like that unless there's some reason behind it. Big Mac, the Fisher in the building, he says, I watched Fresh and Fit rebroadcast this morning. They roasted him towards the end. Oh, they roasted him towards the end too? They roasted him in the beginning. Something vicious. That's what we're about to look at right now. But shout out to you. Appreciate the $5 super chat. I hope I didn't miss any super chat. We about to rock this thing out. But all right, let's roll.
Today, we're going to talk about the top beginner credit cards, guys. And I got a whole list here. We're going to get you guys right. Let's do it. Content, me kicking out annoying girls. The Frank Castles, Zoom calls, the weekly Zoom calls that we have. Also, we answer. We're going to hang out at another time, or, T-shirts. You guys get the Frank Castle.
Damn.
This dude Chris gonna be playing video games with peanut butter.
I didn't know it was this much perfunctory. My bad. I must have somehow started it right on the right spot when I watched it before. I thought they went right in at the beginning. Hold on, give me a second.
So yeah, Chris always at the most. I decided to say something, and then let's look at the social place.
All right, here we go.
Fine, because if you want to talk that shit, there's a boxing match, bro. Kind of match.
Back and forth on the internet. I don't
know. You know what? I took that as an idle threat, or a threat that nobody would respond to. I didn't even realize that Fresh did initiate the whole boxing match thing. I didn't realize that. So really, they put out the challenge, and Preach accepted the challenge. I didn't even realize that.
Apparently, Abba and Preach decided to make a video.
Here we go.
Talking smack out of nowhere, out of left field. And it's funny about capping and paying for box. And I was like, didn't we talk about this several months ago? Like, why are you guys bringing this up now? Like, what the hell?
We're trending, man.
Yeah.
We're popping right now.
But then I did, as always, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? And then I thought to myself, why would they bring this up now? Chris, can you show Exhibit A real fast?
Oh, man.
Yeah, sure.
Just give me a second. Y'all knew this was coming, man.
Yeah,
had to be said.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, we're not even gonna. Here's the thing. I commented on
fair use. Right now, what's going on really briefly, really briefly, and I'm trying to let a lot of this play. And not give too much commentary because it's self-explanatory what's going on. But it's worth pointing out that yes, I absolutely agree with him with the why you're doing this now, why you're talking about this now. and he has his theories. One thing I hate, and they're in a position where they're left with no other choices but to do something that I hate, and that's try to figure out what somebody's motives are. I hate to have to do that, and I hate that I'm doing that with Abba and Preach right now because I can't make sense of why they did what they did. But so that's what they're essentially doing here, and they're about to make the case that it's because they blowing up, and Abba and Preach got some jealousy, which they've never shown jealousy. So I don't know.
On the video below, I said, "Yo, this came out of left field, but you know what? Canadian border's open. You guys are welcome to come, and we could have this discussion in person instead of back and forth on the internet." I don't know why when we talked about this in person, like none of this was said, and then now, what, 3-4 months later, like y'all want to bring this up, and it's like I was like in my head, like why? Like, and it's you guys got our numbers. You guys.
That's not entirely true. Some of it was said. They did give you pushback when they were on your show. They did legitimately give pushback to your position. Is the only question is why 3 months later bring it up? Why 3 months later do a clapback video on it with some jabs and insults to people who you collabed with? That's the thing. But they did make those points on the stream with you. They did make those points. They did challenge you. They didn't just sit there, nod, and agree, and then make a clapback video 3 months later. They did challenge you, but it's still like, why make the clapback video 3 months later? Y'all got each other's cell phone numbers. Y'all can call, y'all could collab. Hey, let's talk about this whether or not prostitution should be legal thing again. Y'all could they could have did that. It's some professional courtesy that you don't do that with somebody you're cool with who you've collabed with. That's why, hey, I think it's something else going on, but I don't know. I can't prove it, and I don't like to speculate and create my own theories.
You guys could have hit us up, said, "Hey, let's do this, whatever."
So is it here or where?
No, pull up the
it closed down. Do you
the YouTube video? The YouTube video.
Sure.
The YouTube. Yeah, pull up the YouTube.
Yeah, it closed down, but fresh. Myron, you want to open it quickly because it closed down. Oh, this one. Yeah,
Give us a sec, guys. So go to the other one. Go to their social blade, Chris, if you don't mind.
All right, they're pulling up the social blade real quick before they do that. Smiles and the Twisted MD, medical doctor. I don't know what MD stands for. I'm a woman and can testify that Fresh and Fit are right. Their shows are field work and data for the Red Pill. Abba and Pumbaa are opinion pieces. I like what both of them do two different things. I like what they both do. But you are right that Myron in Fresh, they do a damn good job. They do a damn good job. And I like the way that you worded that their shows are field work and data for the Red Pill. Yes. It's hard to watch their show consistently and not say everything that men in this space have been talking about since 2015, 2017, sort of as long as I've been, having my ear to it. Late 2017. Yeah. Bringing women on and in real time proving all of our points. Yeah. It's amazing. They got an amazing thing going on right there. They really do got an amazing thing going on right there. So yeah, no, I totally agree with you right there. Like I don't got no criticism for the Fresh and Fit podcast. None at all. It was just, like I said, a small disagreement on the whether or not some men should trick or not trick or blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I do think a lot of dating coach do have a financial best interest in persuading men not to do that. And so they're going to take that hard position that they took against men paying for it. And it is what it is. And I just got some disagreement. I have no vested interest. If men start paying for snatch, it doesn't bother me none. If the majority of guys did it, then it would just get a little wild. But if there's always going to be a percentage of guys that's going to do it, because it's been the oldest profession since the beginning of time. So there's always going to be a percentage of guys who are going to do it and a percentage of guys who won't. But the majority of guys aren't going to do it. So, but anyway, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Black Wizard in the building. Shout out to you. He says they are a reaction channel. Nothing wrong with a reaction channel. One of my favorite YouTubers on earth, Mediocre Stories and Reviews, back in here with one more video. That was my impression of him. But he built his channel off all reaction videos. Nothing wrong with reaction videos. Nothing wrong with reaction videos. Especially if you attacking the ideas and not the people and staying to the merits of the point. Nothing wrong with the reaction videos. Now, if you're just doing reaction videos just to beef, that is a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing I got a problem with. But, if you're doing a reaction video just to react to and talk about the merits of the points, then that's fine. And that's sort of what I've been preached tried to do. But again, it just felt personal because these are people that you met personally. You've been at a house. Can't go in somebody's house, do business with them, and then 3 months later do that shit. That was wrong. That was wrong. If they react to something that's the game, Kevin Samuels doesn't respond to YouTube drama, probably for this reason. The way they use analytics to extrapolate a motive is one of the probs I have with red pill content. Wait a minute. The way they use analytics to extrapolate a motive is one of the problems I have with red pill content. I'm fighting against what you're saying right there because there's nothing wrong with using data to make a point. If you make a general point based off your observation and the data lines up with your observation, then you're in pocket. You've made a good point. So I think you want a slippery slope there if you're criticizing brothers for weaponizing the data. We're men. We speak with facts. We're supposed to speak logically. Okay? So if we bring facts to the table to make the points, it's nothing wrong with that. So let's not get in the business of criticizing brothers for using facts. Because women been talking shit about men for years without any actual facts behind it. When men build their platforms, build their media, and they're bringing facts and stats to the table, even facts and stats in some cases that make black men look bad, but we keep it real with that. If you would have asked somebody, who do they think cheat the most? Black, what demographic cheats the most? Well, a lot of people would have said black men. Well, you know what? The facts and the stats do prove that black men cheat the most. Now, black women ain't far behind. Other men ain't far behind. We're not just winning by a country mile, but yes, the data does show that black men do cheat the most. That's a stat that one could say that makes black men look bad. They're the most sexually irresponsible or whatever. But the stats are the stats, the facts are the facts, and we're gonna spit the facts as they are. So you can't get in that slippery slope of an argument saying, "Oh, you're weaponizing facts." Well, if the facts are what the facts are, then it is what it is. That's why I love that Fresh and Fit go with facts. I've been preaching use facts and stats, and like we're logical brothers over here that look at the data. Latin Galaxy in the building says Preach will not fight. Hold on. Preach will not fight because he will lose his visa. I don't know if that's accurate. Hold on 1 second. All right. Sorry, I had to talk to my child really quick. It's just a weird place when I'm gonna have to get that boy a car. I'm gonna have to go buy him a car. Anyway, yeah, he don't got a car yet. He needed to use mine. I'm gonna have to get him a damn car. I hate it. But oh well. Rod of God podcast in the building. He says likes are down. Bad. Come on, man. That in the Joe Biden voice. Come on, man. Shout out to you, appreciate it. Queen Q in the building said Abba and Preach said that they were asked to review that segment and they did. Just because you're asked to review something don't mean you should. I've been asked to do certain things and I was like, nah, that ain't a good move. So usually they always do breakdown of interviews. They did the same with Kevin Samuels when they had him on. They made reviews like 2 weeks later. Okay, somewhat fair point, but I would have to watch them because the tone of this one wasn't the tone of, hey, these guys I'm cool with. We're YouTube friends, business colleagues, and we cool, we rock with each other. but these are the things I disagree with in the channel, you know, disagree with in the discussion that we had, as we disagreed when we were there in their studio. I just wanted to touch on these points and just put a final bow on it. And that's that. 3 months later, with a mocking tone, it looked a little more than just, hey, we always, you know, do a follow-up video to our interviews. It looked like a little more than that. It looked like a little more than that. But shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through with the $20 super chat, and appreciate you as well, Black Wizard, for that $20. And I haven't read this one, but Black Wizard is back to no doubt cop a plea. No, just playing. Black Wizard says, using data to make a point is one thing. Using data to extrapolate intent, which is hard to know, is another. I don't know if anybody does that. I don't know if anybody does that. Okay. Using data to extrapolate intent. I don't know how somebody could do that, because the data is the data. You don't know why somebody did what they did. Now, you can make a theory as to why you think somebody did what they did, or why people are doing what they're doing. I don't know how you could say, yeah, and 35% of them are doing it per the data. That's how we know the reason why they did what they did. I haven't heard nobody do that. And if they did that, that's not exactly logically sound. So, I mean, I get where you're trying to go with that, but you're not going to make us part ways with the data. You're not going to do that. That will not happen. Red Sings the Blues in the building said the buffoonery is at an all-time high. Shout out to O'Shea for that. You didn't shout out O'Shea. You're trying to steal O'Shea's stuff. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Oh, the shame. You didn't give O'Shea Duke Jackson proper credit and attribution for the phrase, the buffoonery is at an all-time high. But let me hurry up and get on the phone, try to trademark the buffoonery is at an all-time high real quick. All right, let's get back into this. I try to let it roll, let it play a little bit more. Y'all was super chatting like crazy. I appreciate all the super chats, but let's go.
So, yeah, guys. So it's funny because I hit up Abba, right, for second show. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'll let you know. I'll come back definitely." And all of a sudden, I got the scandemic. I got the beer bug, and I'm like, "All right, bro, whatever." And then you kind of find out, man. A couple months later, they're doing this episode about us, and I'm like, you know what, bro? It's funny because if you want to talk that shit, there's a boxing match, bro. Come to Miami. We'll set it up. We'll box y'all niggas, man, because y'all talk a lot of shit, bro. And honestly, man, if y'all paying for box, that's sad, bro. That's really sad. Paying for box is sad, bro. It's really sad.
All right, so here it goes, guys. Sorry about that. Cool. We do it live.
All right, so like I said before, Fresh Prince CEO threw down the original gauntlet, saying you can come and do a boxing match. I didn't even realize that when I first watched this video, but he threw down the original thing, so they responded to it. They responded to it by basically saying, yeah, we coming. And that kind of makes me think that this could potentially be a deliberate thing. It could be a deliberate thing. A WWE on purpose type of deal. But anyway. Could be.
Do it live.
All right. So, boom. So let's see here. These guys have almost 1 million more subs than us, guys. All right.
So we're the blue line.
They're the red. They have 1.38, which is 1,380,000 subscribers. Guys, we only have 430,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Okay. We have literally like less than 1/3 of their joint, right? And we got 20 million views, and they got 14.9 million views.
Ouch.
Very interesting for you guys to go ahead and make a video insulting us months after the fact. I wonder why. Oh, it's because we're hotter than you guys right now. And we have maybe 1/3 of the market share, but yet we get way more views than you guys. You know what I'm saying? Man, like, here's the thing. Like, people have been, talking smack, coming at us, whatever it is, but
all right. I said I'm not going to stop it that much, but I can't help it right there, because when they leap right to, they doing this because we got more views. You know, I don't know if that's why they doing it, but it's almost like you have to leap to that. You have to leap to the reason why, when really you should stick to the merits of the points, even though they were kind of insulting Fresh and Fit. I mean, Abby and Preach, they were a bit insulting. So yeah, you want to insult back. So I get that, but at the same time, if somebody come at you and they make a claim, and most of their video, they were making an argument that I agree with. Abby and Preach was. They were making an argument that I agree with. So I do tend to believe that the correct response is to challenge the argument and not just leap right to, we get more views than you, nigga. You know, so I'm kind of not feeling what they're doing right there, but they're left in a situation to speculate as to why Abby and Preach are doing what they're doing, because it don't make sense that they did it. It just don't make sense that they made a clapback or response video 3 months later to some people who's in their cell phone who they cool with. It just doesn't make sense. Who they've been in their house like that. That just doesn't make sense.
It's very interesting for them to like go ahead and make a video like this talking smack. Like, bro, we collabed with y'all. We opened our studio to you guys. Like, we could have had this discussion before. For you guys to make a video like that, like, if y'all want to critique us, that's cool. Like, I'm not about that. But it's like, why several months after when we literally had the discussion in person? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me.
And it's funny because they're like, oh, this nigga said every girl, blah, 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 I take their soul. Bro, obviously, like, I'm not that serious. I take the soul, but it's like a reference. It's not like a serious.
Shaq sung in the house.
Like, bro, like,
fatality. You know what I'm saying? Man. But yeah, man, it's just.
Nah, it was just that when I tried to stay off of Fresh, but it just didn't sound believable when he said it. That's all. That's what that was. Look, I've admitted that, you know, there's been plenty of times in my life my game was weak as hell. I had to work on it. I had to get it together, and yeah, sometimes Fresh, he comes off like, yeah, okay, I hear the words coming out of your mouth. I ain't buying it. But, you know, but it is what it is on that one. It is what it is on that one. But when he said, I don't want a pussy, I want to take the bitch's soul. It's like, okay, that it just didn't hit as hard as it hit when AMS was talking about taking bitches' souls. But metaphorically, we understand what's being said. We understand what's being said. Me and Game Changer made our jokes about, you know, having a 5-woman rotation and you got 2 of their souls in jars on the nightstand. So we made our jokes with that. But overall, I get what they said. I get what he's saying. It just didn't hit the same. But again, Abby and Preach, they did come at it with a serious, mocking, laughing tone. And, you know, me being a smaller content creator, okay, I can look up at the bigger ones and, you know, and crack some jokes a little bit while still showing, you know, respect or whatever to what they're doing. Because I mean, reality, truth be told, they're where I want to be. So I got no choice but to respect them and respect what they're doing. I got no choice but to respect what they're doing if they're where I want to be. You know, that's like, you know, Steve Kerr coming off the bench gotta respect Michael Jordan for what Michael Jordan is doing. That just is what it is. But yeah, but you know, somebody who's eye to eye with Jordan. Well, nobody's eye to eye with Jordan, but two athletes that's eye to eye. Okay, why are you taking shots? Why are you taking shots? You know, that's that.
Like, my thing is this, man. Like, real talk. Like, I'm not even gonna. We could have had this discussion before. Yeah. And then it's very interesting when I look at the numbers, why they decided to say something. And then let's look at the social blades too. If we're gonna do this, let's do it all the way.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, bro. Y'all have way more followers than us, and we're smacking you guys right now.
So they got a B+, right?
They got a B+. Look at this is their social blade. This is like how you really know.
They've been on way longer than us too, man.
Yeah, they've been bro. These guys been on for 8 years on YouTube plus, right? Since 2012. Right? They got 10K in the past 30 days, right? 10K new subs. They're country ranked 309th in Canada, which is pretty good actually. So they're one of the top YouTubers in Canada. I give them credit for that. And then let's pull up our joint right now.
Cool.
We're gonna pull up ours.
Stop the show.
Because here's
Gabe says Bernard is confused. Fresh and Fit just said we're popping analytically, so they're coming for us. That's using the data to extrapolate intent. Black Wizard is correct. If he was talking about what Fresh and Fit was doing right there, that's fine. I got no problem with that. He said, this is my problem with the red pill space. So I had to look at the overall collective of when we use data and how we don't use it to extrapolate intent in the majority of cases. So don't take what Fresh and Fit is doing right now, to which I agree that there's sort of a lapse in logic of when you're doing that, and then extrapolate it to the entire red pill space. That's what Black Wizard did that I disagree with. But if he would have just said Fresh and Fit is using data and analytics to try to extrapolate the intent of Aber and Preach, I would have said, I agree. When you say I have a problem with the red pill space because of that, I disagree, because the majority of the red pill space does not do that. Nice try, Gabe. You be trying to smuggle that fuckery under the table, just like the sisterhood, but I catch it every time. I be batting that shit back like we playing tennis. All right. Body Thug in the building. He says, I think Aber and Preach also had Nina unrated on their show. First, she recently went at Fresh and Fit. Maybe a part of the issue is over a batch. I don't know. Real quick, shout out to Chris Sandler in the building. He says, I agree with you. It seems strategic. Both of these seem to have fell into their emotions with reaction and taking shots. The bigger picture is it's bad look for the beefing in public. It's the bigger picture is it's a bad look for the beefing in public. Gotcha. Shout out to you. Appreciate the $10 super chat. And speaking of tricking,
what do we get for $10? Everything you want. Everything? Everything.
You shout out to you. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Okay, here we go. Suti Tuti. Using stats and data is fine if the interpretation of the data is correct, but using data and drawing a false conclusion, aka cuz views LOL, is wrong. I agree with that part. Me and Gabe A just addressed that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Damn, let me not miss JB's $50 super chat that I may not be able to click on because I think it's lost and gone forever. Black Uru Strikes, he says you can extrapolate intent from stats. In some instances, I agree with that. In some instances, you can, especially if some phenomena consistently correlate with and corroborate other phenomena. Yes, I can agree with that. Black Uru explained it best, and I think in the manosphere or red pill spaces, when we do use data, we use it in that way. If we're talking about intent, we normally make sure that the data and the correlation and corroboration and all of that is on point, but we don't exactly do what Fresh and Fit is doing right there, because again, they're left in a position where they have to speculate why Abba and Preach went after them, and so they're just looking at views, and yeah, and it just reeks of not really feeling that, but I mean, they're left to speculate because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that Abba and Preach came at them sideways. All right. JB, I apologize. I can't click on your super chat, but I can still read it. It says, Bernard, if you really believe the data, you would tell the world that black men don't cheat instead of the white man's narrative that we cheat more. Thank you for the $50 super chat. I appreciate you, JB. Trolling with the $50. I like $50 trolls. I appreciate it. Shout out to Jim Jonathan Barronville.
$50. So that makes you rich?
It's a start.
Damn.
And shout out to the one and only. Oh, wait. Before I shout out to the one and only, I'll give a shout out to who's also the one and only. I have the Thriver with, I believe that's 2 pounds. Timon versus Pumbaa. Pumbaa versus Pumbaa. What a fight. Man, get out of there. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it.
These last $2. I'm not gonna lose.
And now, shout out to the one and only Ike Ogia Men in the building. Moderators, make sure y'all are spamming the chat room with Ike's channel. If you're not subscribed to Ike and listening to his videos, you are missing out on a wealth of knowledge. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to it. I would like to see Ike's channel spamming throughout the chat room. Make sure that you guys do that. Ike Ogiamian in the building. Shout out to Ike. Super Saiyan, Super Chat Jesus in the building.
Calamity hit we any moment, what's a pity? Tomorrow never certain. What was behind the curtain? The face of evil. Evil will make advances. Pick up your sword and lances and be sure to take your stances. Victory.
All right. Let's get back into it. We had to have a word from our sponsors for a little bit, man. Damn, I keep interrupting the show with these damn super chats. Keep it going, but quit interrupting the show. I'm just playing. Black Uru Strikes, he says, if black men singularly cheat the most, who are they cheating with? Martians? That's part of the reason why black women cheat the most of all other women, and some men, by the way. So yeah. You know, you're onto something. You're onto something. Yeah, black women not look, if black men cheated the most and black women cheated the least, then they would have an argument. But no, they don't even get to talk about black men cheating. I think in marriages, 24% of black men cheat, and something like 21% of black women cheat. I'll have those data pulled up because I got better with the data. Like I got stuff I can boom. Just click real fast. Quick maths, boom. You know, so I'll have the cheating data ready to go real quick, so I can just click and boom, pull it up just like that when it comes up. So whenever somebody starts saying something, boom, smack them in the head with data. And that's how the Black Manosphere uses data to get rid of the narrative of, well, I feel like such and such, blah blah blah. Boom, data, bitch. You know. That's how the Black Manosphere uses data. So anybody try to say that we misuse it, no, I'm breaking out the rhetorical battle axe on their ass. That's why I made the video going after not going after, but going after the points, the merits of the points that Aaron G. Fountain made in that video where he said the Manosphere misuses data. I went, thank you very much. See, that's why I love the sphere. He says 28% men, 24% women, but Kevin say women cheat more. They just don't admit it. That's possibly true, but hey, I stick with the data. The data say men cheat more, but look how close that is. They don't get to say, "Oh, you men are just such horrible cheaters. How dare you?" You know, they don't get to do that no more because it's almost neck and neck. So they don't get to do that, and that's why the Manosphere breaks out the data. To fight the narratives. That's what we do. That's how we do it. That's how men discuss things. And I told you I quit interrupting me with all these wonderful super chats. Keep it going. He says, I agree with the other brother. The notion that black men cheating is a product of what? Black men cheating is a product of white supremacy. Black men don't cheat. Black boys do. All right. All right, getting back into it, y'all. Sorry, I had to take time to acknowledge the sponsors. Shout out to everybody who supports the stream any way that you do. Even if you're just supporting it with a like on the video, even if you're supporting it with a view, I still appreciate you. If you're sitting in the back watching with indifference, because I'm being objective, got some critique of Fresh and Fitness and some critique of Abbott and Preach. And if your favorite content creators get a little critique from me, and so you don't want to hit the like button, but you're giving me the view, I still appreciate you. But let's roll.
Here's the thing, bro. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. On Social Blade, this is where you see if people are on some BS, man.
Yep.
So look at us. 94,000 new subs.
Wait, hold on. Let me get all in their business real quick. Let me do some pocket watching. Hold on. Let me blow this up. Do some pocket watching. Estimated monthly earnings. See, Social Blade don't count super chats. Or do they now? Because if that's their earnings based off views, well, goddamn. Estimated yearly earnings 1 million. If that's their earnings based off views, and goddamn, because I don't include super chats. They probably collecting several thousand a day on super chats. So do the math on that. So I mean, whatever number you see on Social Blade, if that content creator takes in super chats, you probably got to multiply that number by 2 or 3. Just worth pointing out. Whatever you see on there, you got, and sometimes some cases multiply it by more. Because I know there's channels in the sphere, mine being one of them, that don't make that much money on the AdSense and the views, but do, as you can see, shout out to Ike, sometimes make pretty good money on super chats. So you got, I don't think Social Blade keeps up with super chats. So since we pocket watching right now, because they putting their stuff out there, I mean, it's public information. But since we pocket watching, it's actually probably more than whatever we're seeing right here. But shout out to pocket watching with JT.
In the past 30 days, more earnings, better. Obviously, we're in the United States, so we're going to be low on the
February
rate.
6th,
2020. And I didn't put the first video on this channel, guys, because remember, this started as a fitness channel until May.
Yep.
Okay. So we've been on for less than a year, right? Well, as far as like posting content, because remember, we didn't post our first video until May. And wait, pull it back up, Chris.
Yes, sir.
And we're roasting these dudes. So like,
it's just funny, man.
Like, yeah, dude. Like they could have went about this so much better. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could have went about this so much better. And it's just like, it is. Where was that energy in the studio, bro? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
They brought the energy in the studio, though. They did give pushback. They just wasn't mocking and clowning, even though Preach did kind of was making some faces like, what the fuck? And, you know, and I think he did take his headset off and walk off. They were giving pushback, but that's where the pushback was supposed to be, and it was where it was supposed to be. And if they wanted to do a follow-up, they should have did a follow-up. And you know, I think Fresh tried to set up a follow-up, and then Abba or Preach, one of them, they pulled back, said they had the CV flu, and then they just never met back up. And then then now they on this bull. They on this bull. But yeah. Shout out to Mr. Tobert, appreciate you. Shout out to Clue. Oh, Mr. Tobert said for the bow tie fun. Man, you know, I bought a bow tie, couldn't figure out how to tie it. I'm going on YouTube and figure I don't know. I think I'm changing my mind on rocking a bow tie. I never wore one as an adult. I may not ever do it. I think I'm changing my mind on that. I don't know. But I do own a bow tie. Whether or not I will actually rock it, I don't know. I think I'm changing my mind on that. Clue says, though, the white man's data. I hate people that say that. My man, Mr. Fantastic, in the building. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He says, Bernard, these paws, that look like a pause sign, already mad about the bag. I don't know what you're talking about right there. Who's mad about the bag? I don't know. But what I do know is shout out to Mr. Fantastic for an excellent interview, pulling that off, reaching out to the guy who brought down Swirl Mountain and got Crystal and Pink Pill's new white boyfriend to say he's a nigger lover. Mr. Fantastic interviewed that guy. That was a great interview. I definitely recommend you go over there and watch that. If you haven't done so already, definitely check that out. That was an interesting discussion, because when he was on Tanya TKO's show, he was so, you know, he was speaking very professionally. He's speaking like he had his, you know, shirt buttoned all the way up and shirt tucked in, and spoke like a esteemed gentleman, you know. But when he got on Fantastic Show, he was yeah, you know, bro, what I'm saying, I'm just saying, you know what I mean when I mean what I said, you know, and shit. Yeah. I was like, damn. But that shows how black men operate towards black women. When he went on a black woman's show, he was so professional. From the parts that I saw, he was very professional. He said some stupid shit, but he was professional and respectful, you know. But he went on Fantastic Show, he just was wilding. I was like, damn, you sound like a completely different person. That was weird. He went from, I hate the terms, but he went from educated lame to Pookie. That was weird. But it shows how a lot of black men, they do have a type of respect for black women, particularly a black woman who, I don't know if Tiny TKO old enough to be my mama, but she probably old enough to be his mama. But he did show like a certain type of respect for her when he went on Fantastic Show, and then just, you know, zipped out of his, you know, his upstanding black man uniform and put on his Pookie suit. And when he went on Fantastic Show, it was like weird. That nigga put on his Pookie costume. when he went on Fantastic Show, I was like, damn, he sound like two different people. He sound like two completely different people. But anyway, let's get back into this. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. Damn it, it's 12 and I gotta be somewhere at 2. So I'm gonna have to get
like classy.
All right, yeah, all right, let's go.
At all.
Yeah,
you know what?
Here's the difference.
Yeah.
I acknowledge, you know what, bro? I thought you were corny. I was wrong. I was wrong about you. I admitted that shit on the air to him in his face. Yeah. Why didn't y'all go ahead and disagree with us and have that same energy to our face?
You're
preach over here on what's it called?
Zoom.
On Zoom, or no, sorry, on StreamYard with the passive aggressive faces and all this other like feminine shit. It's like, bro, like you would not act like that in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he has to pay for box. He has to. That's the only way he's getting it anyway.
I'm disappointed, man. That's all I gotta say is I'm disappointed. We opened our studio, y'all. We collab with you guys. Like there was none of that negative energy back then, and then now y'all want to come in and make a video talking smack. Yo, copping, blah, blah, blah. It's like
fair points. I agree with Abin Preach on the merits of the points that they were making of the discussion about whether or not prostitution should be legal or whatever, or whether or not some dudes should pay for it if they want to. You know, I agree with them on the merits of the points, but what Myron said right there is facts. I can't get past that. I can't. No, that was facts.
What,
bro? You guys know us from the show, right? We keep it 100% real. We say the facts. We give our L's and our W's, right? So real talk, man. We put out an invite. If y'all want to talk shit, come back in the studio. We'll talk about it, or we could box about it too. Mm-hmm. Cause I'm in the gym now. You feel me? I'm feeling nice right now. I'm wired right now.
First one's a box or preach, bro. First one's a box or preach,
bro. You can hate.
Fresh. We don't believe you. You need more people, man. Listen, you cannot start working out. I understand that you got Myron. Myron is a fitness trainer, and your boy can't work you out for 3 to 6 months, and now you're ready for prime time. Like they don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. You know, he has lost some weight. I got to give him props on that. He's losing the weight, but I'm just saying, I don't know if you fight ready. Like I'm not in boxing match shape. People don't understand. There's a difference between boxing shape and I'm about to whip somebody ass real quick shape. If you're just trying to whip somebody ass real quick, you only got to be able to fight for 30 seconds tops, maybe 45. But sometimes fights be over in 15 seconds. But rounds of boxing, man, that shit is exhausting. I don't know if he in boxing shape. That's a different type of in shape when you in shape to go rounds in a boxing ring. Now, if you that type of shit, like I have no doubt, like I haven't been in a fight in a while, but I have no doubt if some shit jumped off and I just had to whip somebody ass real quick, I can do it. Get in the ring and do 6 scheduled 3-minute rounds. That means I'm fighting for hope this math don't kick my ass. 18 minutes. Yeah, 3 times. Okay, yeah. 18 minutes. No, I'm not in good enough shape to fight for 18 minutes. I'm not. I tend to believe that Fresh is not in shape to fight for 18 minutes. You don't set up boxing matches unless you are in shape to go for 18. Like it's the reason why even when Floyd Mayweather fight them exhibitions, it's 6 or 8. It's 8 rounds. When Tyson and fucking Roy Jones fought, it's a reason why they fought 8 rounds. You know, even Floyd, you know, early 40s, one of the best athletes ever. He not trying to go 12 rounds right now. It's hard to go 12 rounds. Look at professional boxers in the best shape of their life. When they get in the 7th or 8th round, especially if they was in a banger, they exhausted. They sitting there leaning on each other. They tying up every 20 seconds. They tying up because they tired. Boxing is a different thing. Now, if we just met on the street and you swung on me, okay, I think, you know, to a hood street nigga fight, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm big enough, strong enough, and could punch good enough to just whip somebody ass real quick in a 30-second fight. But if somebody challenged me to 6 rounds, nope. You can come see me. We can just throw. We can fight real quick. But no, I'm not doing 6 rounds. Hell no. But anyway, that's another story. That's another debate. People better be careful with that. I heard somebody in the chat room say that Preach actually boxes for real. That's a whole nother thing. That is a whole nother thing right there. If he actually boxed for real. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Fresh. What's that line in 5 Heartbeats? He's like, you gonna let your mouth get you into something that your ass can't get you out of. I don't know about that one.
I'm from Barbados. Go. Let's go, bro. I'm ready.
Wants to box with Preach. I'd like to see that.
Let's go.
I'm not even on that type of like real talk. Like honestly, I'm disappointed. At this point, I'm disappointed with them that they did that. But you know what? Hey, we're smoking y'all. We're hotter than you guys. So yeah, y'all can talk as much smack as you want. Oh, you guys are capping about. All right, nigga, we're hotter than you guys. We get more views than you. We got way less subs than you. We're destroying you guys on all metrics. And you guys been on YouTube for damn near plus a decade. Fuck out of here, man. Amen. So if you guys want to
hey, he just pulled that shit that women do when women get to an argument about something else, and then one of them be like, yeah, I look better than you, bitch. I'll fuck your man. He just pulled that one on. Oh man, this shit gotta stop, man. They gotta okay, man. I hope they can squash it, but I'm gonna have some fun with it while it's going. If they do meet up in box, I will pay pay-per-view. I will pay pay-per-view. Yes. I think homeboy that Floyd fought that exhibition with, the guy who put Nate Robinson to sleep, Logan Paul. I think wasn't he a YouTuber who just started meeting up to box people, other YouTubers, and then he gradually worked his way into some semi-professional or sort of professional boxing. People start paying pay-per-view to watch YouTubers fight. Yeah, I pay pay-per-view for this one. I will pay pay-per-view for this one. I will. I think it need to stop. It don't make no sense. I criticize Ab and Preach for throwing an unnecessary rabbit punch at Fresh and Fit. They didn't need to do that, even though I think they were right on the merits of the points. They didn't need to throw that unnecessary rabbit punch for no reason. But now we here. Now we're here. If they're gonna fight, I will pay to see it. He said that was Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Chris Paul. You know who I'm talking about. Kill Deuce in the building. He says it won't happen. Kevin is going to squash this beef. Kevin is damn Vito Corleone. Nah, he's just gonna put in the call and squash the beef. Okay, all right. Kevin just gonna come in like the Godfather and tell grown men what they gonna do, huh? I don't know if it worked like that. It possibly. That's a possibility. I don't know if it worked like that, but it's a possibility. The Kevin Samuels is going Godfather style squash the beef, pun intended. With one of his nicknames is the Godfather, but that's a possibility. All of that is possible. All right, let's roll a little bit more of this though.
Talk shit. Let's talk about what really matters. Our numbers are better than yours. Our channel's better than yours. Facts. We get more views than you. We've been on less than you. We work harder than y'all niggas. We cut our hair more than you niggas. Like, yo, if y'all want to
we get more girls than y'all niggas.
I look better than you, bitch. Oh shit, I need to stop.
And y'all niggas free. Like, if y'all really want to do this, you picked the wrong man.
Yo, Chef Hats,
get out of here, man. Y'all really did it now, man.
Dusty ass niggas,
yo,
bro.
Man.
How old these niggas are? 40 years old? Yo, old ass niggas too, bro. Like,
yo,
bro.
I wasn't gonna do this.
Wait, the hand symbol?
Yo, I was not gonna fucking do this.
International.
But y'all got me hyped now. Yo, I know you guys are not talking, bro. My man Abba looks like he got off a camel, hasn't cut his hair in years. Dusty as fuck.
But he gotta look like he got off a camel too. I mean, man, this is devolved to fuckery, man. But they about to roast him up good though, and they sort of they almost left him no choice. I mean, they could have ignored it, but I mean, hey. if you're gonna respond to Abin Preach, who, like I say, they was on some bull. So if you're gonna respond to it, you gotta go on and go there. They about to. I don't know if anybody has seen Preach's wife, but I mean, they're gonna reference his wife and everything. So I mean, but hey, it is what it is at this point. If you make a response to somebody, and we've seen situations like this happen, where somebody will clap back, and we'd be like, "Ooh, that clap back kind of went too far." But if you bomb first, you don't get to determine how somebody else respond to it. That's why you just shouldn't have bombed first. So anything they say is whatever. But I don't think you can. I don't think Myron was supposed to make the camel. Well, he said look like he got off a camel and haven't cut his hair. Myron kind of looked like he's gotten off a camel, but stay freshed up. Fresh out the barber chair. So yeah.
Yo, bro,
and this is Sudani roasting on you right now, bro. You Somalian? Yo,
I was like, yo, what anime you came?
Wait, hold on. See, all right, hold on. Wait. We can give fair analysis of this, but we ain't about to be saying stupid shit. Hold on. Myron argues like a female. No, we don't. In this, I can point out some things where, like, I'm joking, saying I'm doing the whole "I look better than you, bitch." Myron argues like a goddamn man. He pull out facts, stats, and data and surgically breaks people down. And whenever they try to smuggle in the fuckery under the table, throw a curveball at him, he bat that shit away. Myron is damn good at debating red pill manosphere talking points. I'll never take that away from him. So we're not about to say he argued like a female. He got all the data in his head, all the facts, and he thinks on his feet really fast. He's a quick, fast thinker. He's good at this shit. So I want to make that very clear. Myron is good at this shit. Now, I don't necessarily like the route that is going. No, you can't say the man is emotional. He's just emotional. That's that bullshit that people do when men get passionate. When men beat their chest, grab their nuts, and say something with passion, everybody want to charge them up. Oh, you being emotional. No, we can't do that. We can't go there. Myron be kicking ass when it come to debating. He be kicking ass and taking names. We got to separate the difference between emotion and passion. Now, this is on some petty shit right here. Why you being emotional? The first time I saw that, it was on O'Shea when they had the Sunday Rumbles, and used to have a lot of women on there. And whenever men would start winning the arguments, the women would be like, "Whoo, I'm just not used to all this emotionality in men and this or that." They'll try to get the men to lower their tone, dim their lights, so now they can shine. So the woman can shine now. That's what they try to do. They try to get you to dim your light so they can shine. Try to get you to talk. Try to get you to, talk at a lower tone so then they can start talking shit and getting loud and saying what they want to say, how they want to say it. So they're trying to get you. That's what women do in this space, to try to shut men down. So I'm not going to let men do that. I'm not going to let men do that to other men. All right, now let's roll.
It's hell, bro. And mind you, right? I ain't looking on a nigga because obviously I'm saying that's his style. But come and talk shit about us, bro.
Out of nowhere.
Bum Kage.
Out of nowhere. Preach with them dumbass faces.
Look, he got Tourette's, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm watching this nigga talking. I'm just like, retard alert. Like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of feminine energy is this, bro? Like, we're giving our opinions like, oh, I want her soul. Like, these niggas literally took it literal. Like, oh, this dude is Shang Tsung. He really must want her soul. These Americans are crazy. No, man, it's a joke. Bro, it's entertainment, bro.
It's a joke, bro. These niggas took it serious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's just having fun, like talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But oh, y'all niggas wouldn't know. You guys been in front of the same goddamn camera and with that same tired ass background. Y'all been on YouTube for a decade, bro.
And look, I understand.
Poverty ass fucking background.
I understand why you think paying for boxes is cool. Because that's you know what? Y'all have to do that shit. You have to. Y'all niggas bummy as hell.
Wait, he pays a box?
Bro, this niggas.
That's what they were trying to defend. Like,
defending the box. I'm like, yo, real ass niggas don't pay for box.
Yo, here's the other thing too. Bruh. I told them too. I was like, listen, man.
Real ass niggas don't pay for box. All right, we letting it roll, and we're gonna show and preach. Let throw down the gauntlet. But see, I don't like when men make that's where the logic for me kind of leaves. When when dudes say something. Real ass niggas don't do this. Okay, but they in shit talking mode right now. Okay, they got on chef hats. They in shit talking mode. So I'll you know, I'll not be overly critical on what's being said because they in all the way in shit talking mode. M. Stewart, don't tell me what the hell I need to do. You can go and just find the original clip and watch the original clip if you want to watch the original clip. I've seen you 2 or 3 times in the chat telling me what I need to do. I need to do exactly what the hell I'm doing. All right, let's roll.
If people want to pay for box, that's fine. Cool. Like, but our thing is we don't want guys doing that. We tell them, yo, learn game because there's other benefits. Like, it is what it is, but they didn't challenge. Oh, well, you know, some guys don't care about getting a girl's respect and all that. All right, cool. Why didn't we talk about that here while we were all here? Why are you gonna make a video 4 months after the fact, bro?
Man,
like what the?
That's some like girly shit.
That's corny.
To like come to someone's face, not say
nothing
behind the camera when you're miles away.
No, like bro, like what the? Like,
and look,
man,
I was on one side with him. I was like, Abba, come back for a second episode. We can talk about this in more detail. Beforehand, he's like, oh, I got the bear bug. I don't feel well. I'm like, all right, nigga, start capping.
Man.
So you know what? Come back to Miami. Let's box it out. Talk it out too. How about that?
In 3 months though.
Yo, no, but like real talk, man. Like if we're gonna have this discussion, we're harder than you niggas, straight up, and we work harder than you guys. We put out all different types of content. Yep. We ain't just out here reacting. Like, man, look the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, we're not just sitting here reacting to videos, giving our fucking opinion. Like we're actually helping niggas become better in all facets. We're helping niggas get in shape. We're helping dudes improve their credit. We're helping dudes become attractive. We're teaching men how to become fucking better, bro.
Yep.
Y'all niggas not out here fucking bitches like we are. We talk from fucking experience.
Yep.
We deal with girls in Miami, one of the hardest major cities to get girls. This nigga Preach is married, probably to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit. How the fuck are you gonna sit here and try to Preach is married? It's a content. Yep. We ain't just out here reacting.
Box it out.
Niggas become better in all facets. We're helping niggas get in shape. We're helping dudes improve their credit. We're helping dudes become attractive. We're teaching men how to become fucking better, bro.
All right. You know it's for real when this happens right there. All right. He got a whole vein in his forehead that's about to explode and splash all over Fresh's face. Can y'all see that? Like that vein has its own heartbeat and vital organs and everything to itself. Like it, that vein got lungs and a damn pancreas and everything. That vein has its own internal system. It has its own separate set of vital organs. Okay. It has a heart, lungs, got his own intestine and everything. It's just ooh, that vein is for real. You know you hot when that vein is when that vein is going that hard. He pissed. That man is pissed.
Yep.
Y'all niggas not out here fucking bitches like we are. We talk from fucking experience.
Yep.
We deal with girls in Miami, one of the hardest major cities to get girls. This nigga Preach is married, probably to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit. How the fuck are you gonna sit here and try to tell us, no, well, I don't agree with it because y'all niggas ain't in the game, bro. Y'all not. Y'all really not.
Nope.
And I'd have the same energy to your fucking face too. You guys are not in the game talking the shit that you guys talk about. Like we're out here giving niggas real practical advice.
Yep.
Okay? Because we're in here doing this shit. And we're helping guys become better. not for the bitches like you fucking retards. We teach them to become better for themselves so they don't give a fuck about the girls. That's the difference. We give all different types of content on here. We're teaching dudes how to make money, how to get in shape, how to get girls, how to run their social media, how to become confident, how to improve all together. What the fuck are y'all niggas doing?
Complaining.
Yo, well, you know, I'm watching this video. I'm going to react. Preach with them dumbass faces.
All right. All right. We had to let that roll. All right. We about to play Abby and Preach's reaction that they just dropped a few hours ago before we got going, where Preach basically said, I'm pulling up. I'm coming to Miami. Shout out to in the building. He says, where's his energy when the women get out of line on his show? Oh, bullshit. Yeah, no. He be going ape shit and ham on the women. You know, he got the name Frank Castle for a reason. Cut it out. Rod of God podcast in the building for the laughs. Hashtag defund forehead veins. Yeah, that forehead vein was something serious. Vernon Scott in the building. And shout out to Rod of God. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Appreciate the $20 super chat. I appreciate people come through hard and heavy handed with the super chats. Appreciate it.
I want 150,000. So we can settle out of court right now for $20.
Man, get your
Appreciate you. That nigga was hot. Vernon Scott in the building says, anytime you bring a man's wife into a situation she wasn't originally in, you're in your feelings and cross the line. Fair enough. They went all the way in. I listen, I'm not going to deny that part. When people, okay, if somebody want to criticize what they're doing right now, I can stand beside you in that. But in general, if you're trying to criticize, you know, their platform in general and what they do on their platform and how they doing it, like, nah, they built an amazing platform. The shit is entertaining and it confirms a lot of the shit that, even though some people try to say, oh, we're arguing with women. You ain't supposed to be arguing with no women. Okay, yeah, it is true in a relationship. But if you do a goddamn talk show where you debate damn talking points, then yeah, that's by definition is an argument. So you can't apply real life interpersonal relationship rules to a goddamn podcast where you debate ideas. If that's the case, if Sean Hannity ever get Rachel Maddow in studio with him, well, you shouldn't argue with no woman. No, they're going to debate conservative versus liberal ideas or Republican versus Democratic policies. That's what they're going to debate. He's going to have to argue with a woman. That's just how it works. So like some people get goofy with that, with criticizing their platform for whatever reason that they criticize their platform. But if you want to criticize some of the stuff you saw here today, okay, I'm not gonna fight you on that one. I'll let you have that. But in general, no. Fresh and Fit are kicking ass and taking names. I give them full props and credit on that. But Vernon Scott in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate the super chat, and you do make a fair point. Yeah, it's crossing the line. Could have kept his wife. I don't even know if his wife is visible, but I think he said he's probably married to a beluga whale. So he just assumed. Yeah, game changer. They made the we get bitches argument. They did make that argument. A shout out to Hoop Jargon says, just want to hear the I Got Five on the song reel. Man, I've been so into this. I've been barely playing the reels, but there you go. Shout out to you. I couldn't find it. Oh, there it is. I clicked on it right there. All right, we're about to get to Abby and Preach. Shout out to JB in the building. Says I respect the platform that they built, but this emotional ass response was unnecessary. Yeah, it got a little wild. It got a bit wild. So I understand some criticism. On that. It went all the way in. It went all the way there. But all right. We about to excuse me. Let's see. Let's get it. Where are we trying to go? They talked about his wife and asked him. Oh, okay, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now this is Abba and Preach. Right here. This is on Abba and Preach's channel. They did another response, but this one they just dealt with the boxing thing. Okay, so yeah, we about to roll this. Let's go.
We say the facts. We give our L's and our W's, right? So real talk, man. We put out invite. If y'all want to talk shit, come back in the studio. We'll talk about it, or we could box about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm in the gym now. You feel me? I'm feeling nice right now.
Right, first one to box with Preach, bro. First one to box with Preach,
bro. So you know what? Come back to Miami. Let's box it out. Talk it out too. How about that?
In 3 months, yo, no, but like, no, but
fair use. If I haven't said it enough, fair use. And hey, like I said before, when Ike sent that $200 super chat, moderators continue to periodically throughout the course of the show drop the link to Ike's channel in the chat room. Drop the links to Ike's channel in the chat room. Definitely keep that spamming out in there. Drop the link to Ike's channel. Keep doing it.
like real talk, man. Like if we're gonna have this discussion, we're harder than you niggas, straight up, and we work harder than you guys. We put out all different types of content. Yep. We ain't just out here reacting. Like, man, look, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Stop.
Yo, we're not.
And later on in the video, you're saying that you want to box with me. Sort of happened that I'm going to be in the U.S. next week. You want to fucking do this shit? Let's go. Both of you. I'll be in U.S. next fucking week.
Hold up.
Let's go. We'll put gloves on. Because not only this, that's why I have a problem. Now you talk shit about my wife.
This nigga Preach is married probably to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit.
And you talk shit about my country. Old bitch said that he was about to send me on a boat to my country, to Haiti. Yeah? Cool. Next week, I'll be in the States. I'll drop by your fucking studios. You know where it is?
Is there any amount of subs that a black man can have where he can just avoid boondock style nigga moments on YouTube? Is there any amount? Like it has to be a number. Like is it 2 million? Because they got 1.3 million subs. Maybe it's 1.5. Maybe when you get to 1.5 million subs, you become immune to YouTube nigga moments. Because he's full blown ready to go. Catch a flight, nigga. Catch a flight. He ready to catch a flight. And oh yeah, shout out to Soul Provider for pointing out this is a non-ADOS versus non-ADOS crime. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ain't none of these niggas ADOS. Not a one. Black American men who are from this country, whose parents are born in this country, had nothing to do with this. Yeah, you gotta hold the L with them, Soul Provider. But yeah, that just shows it don't matter where you're from. It's a certain percentage of niggerdom that's just in the blood. Okay, I hate that I said that. Scratch that. Remove that from the record. Remove that from the record. That wasn't said. All right, let's go.
Give me the address. I'll be right there. Don't come unprepared. We'll do it. You want to do this? Let's go. We'll put gloves on. It'll be legal. I know Florida laws. I take one bitch, then I take the other one. Let's go. Let's go. You want to talk? I'll be there.
Okay, you know what?
I wasn't there last time. I wasn't. But now you want to do this?
You want to set up the box, man?
Let's go.
Okay, we can set it up.
Both of you bitches. Let's go.
Hey, man.
You want to do this? Let's go. Let's go. I'll be there. Yeah, he's just going to do it from... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next week, I'll be there.
Okay, listen. At the end of the day, listen, I'm not here to have people fight and advocate, but Preach, you your own man.
That is not me that said that.
Go, nigga.
I did not say that.
Hey,
I had no problem with it.
Hey,
you're going to bring my wife and you're going to be my country in this? No problem, Brendan. Let's do this.
I promise you, Fresh is not about that life.
I don't care.
This nigga is not about that life.
You have to understand that when you talk some shit, there's consequences. Let's do it.
I'm sitting here reading the chat. I wouldn't even listen to them because I already saw this. But I was gonna say, I guarantee Fresh is not about that life. He didn't say Myron wasn't about that life. You know, Myron looked like about a 6'3" fitness trainer. Myron can probably fight. Now they say that Preach is boxing. He do that. That's what they say. They say he do that for real. So, but when Abba say Myron, I mean Fresh is not about that life. He right. I said it earlier. Yeah, he been working out. Yeah, he lost weight, but being in boxing shape is a different thing. You get in that ring, even for scheduled 6 rounds, 6 3-minute rounds, you are not ready. You are not in boxing shape. Boxing shape is a different animal. Boxing shape is a different animal. Much different animal. Much different. Trendsetter TV 84 in the building says start beef equals great views, money. However, long term is not worth it because you lose viewers and subs. My channel has never been the same. Wise words there, wise words there. That's part of the reason why I stay out of beef. I definitely stay out of beef. Don Gordito says, fix your camera. The focus keeps going in and out. I know that it does that. I can make it stop doing that, but then it'll turn off every 30 minutes. I'm getting a new camera. I love this camera for different reasons, but it got a weird feature on it that I cannot get rid of. So there's that. Is what it is. But I'm getting a different camera. I hate to do it, though. Savings Mind is dead in the building. Avon, Preach, Fresh, and Fit are clearly working together in a background. Great job, guys. No different than what rappers have been doing for decades. I speculated that earlier on in the show. I do think that that's a possibility that is going on. But shout out to Savings Mind is dead. I just recently did a show with him. It was an excellent stream. It's in the thumbnail. You can click on that when you want to. Go check out his channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people in here. Damn, I think I saw Fantastic in the building. Shit. Where he at though? He says, keep telling y'all we leaving money on the table. Manosphere Boxing League. Yeah, Fantastic. You've been on that. You've been on that for a while. You've been trying. I think they about to get it started. You should have trademarked it, nigga. Should have trademarked it. Y'all make sure y'all go check Fantastic out as well. Make sure you go check Fantastic out. Goddamn. Where we at? Shit. I'm trying to find. I just saw Corey Burke. At least I think that's Corey Burke. I'm looking at the small icon. He says, great show as always. Just glad to catch you live. Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. I can't find your super chat to click on it. There it is right there. Shout out to you. Shout out to Corey Burke. Appreciate each and every one of you that has supported the stream today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Preach looking like he pulls hair in a fight. I don't know how you determine that. Men with long hair, they get into fights. I think it is. I've seen some men with long hair get in a fight, and one of them got his hair pulled like a woman. Like the one dude like wound up the other dude. Like, I didn't know how chicks they get the hair and they're like wind it up. And he had him like that and was bah, bah, bah. Like that was just horrible. Yeah, dudes. That's why I don't believe in men having long hair, but to each his own. But if you're a man with long hair, you need to avoid fighting. Put it like that. Or unless it's organized boxing, like what he's trying to get Fresh to do. But Hamilcar Barca in the building. He says they might have been working behind the scenes, but he crossed the line talking about his wife. I don't think they was originally working behind the scenes. I think Abba and Preach, for whatever reason, made a clapback video to Fresh and Fit over a conversation they had with Fresh and Fit on Fresh and Fit's show 3 months ago. And then Fresh and Fit clapped back, and they, as the modern the social media phrase says, they chose violence. So Fresh and Fit chose violence, and then now it's a whole shitstorm where they got to try to figure out what's what. Not figure out what's what. It's a shitstorm now to the point to where now it's kind of looking like WWE. Now it's kind of looking staged. That's why I agree with LJ from Saving Minus Debt. Go check him out. That's the Black James Ramsey. Go check. I mean, Dave Ramsey. Go check him out. But that's why I agree with what he's saying. It's looking like that, but I don't know if it started off like that. But whenever people are agreeing to meet up, they are in cahoots with each other. This didn't sound like I'm knocking on your door. It sound more like you know, we're gonna have we're gonna get it organized. Like if you rent out a boxing gym, then it's organized and y'all are working together, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But I don't believe it started out as a real actual we about to work together and set up a boxing match for money. I don't believe that. Oh shit, we got breaking news. I'm about to play that live if they just apologized.
I might lose this whole shit. Not a problem. I'll be there next week.
I'll DM you guys. We'll set it up. We don't have to do this back and forth. We can set it up. We don't have to do all this talking yapping.
Just let me know what kind of gloves you want. 14 ounces, 16 ounces, or the Harbinger MMA fighters gloves. Just let me know. Because I got 3 of them.
And if you pussy out after doing all that chatting, if you pussy out, don't come to talk to us about anything.
Don't.
All right. Now, we're hearing word from the chat room that Fresh and Fit just offered an apology. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what happened here. I don't know how they did that. Did they do it on a community tab? All right. Here we go. They didn't do it via video. Looked like they did it via community tab. Let me zoom. Zoom. All right. We apologize to our supporters. From this point forward, we are not going to engage in beef. We are here to help guys navigate women, fitness, and finance, not drama. We are going to keep giving you guys the content you subscribed for. We apologize for deviating, but we are back on track. Men are already getting attacked enough in the space. So best of luck to Abba and Preach in their future endeavors. See you guys. I'm just adding words. See you guys tonight for Fresh and Fit After Hours at 10:30 p.m. EST. Well, I don't got a sound effect for boom, 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 boom. You know, if something was a bummer or letdown. But I understand. I understand. That was probably the right thing to do. But you called for the hands. That's Fantastic is saying. You can't call for the hands. And then somebody say, I'm bringing the hands. And then you pull oh, we don't do that here. Yeah. But that is, I can't deny that that's the right, that was the right move. That was the right move. That was the right move. It looks bad. They're going to have an unfavorable news cycle for a day or two or a week or two. And then they'll be back down to business. And, no. In fair point that somebody said in the chat. That was the first thing I was looking for. They didn't exactly apologize to Fresh and Fit. I mean, I'm sorry. They didn't apologize to Abba and Preach. They apologized to their audience. You can criticize them for backing out of the hands that they put on the table. They put hands on the table. They chose violence, as they say on social media nowadays. They chose violence The person you chose violence with doubled down on the violence and you backed off. That part right there, yeah. But as far as an actual apology, no. They didn't apologize to Fresh and Fit. They didn't. I mean, I'm sorry, I keep saying the wrong name. They didn't apologize to Abba and Preach. You don't see an apology to Abba and Preach anywhere in there. He said, we apologize to our supporters. That was in bold. We apologize to our supporters. They don't apologize to Abba and Preach. And they go on to say, from this point on, we are not going to engage in beef. We are here to help guys navigate women, fitness, finance, not drama. We are going to keep giving you guys the content you subscribed for. Giving you guys the content you subscribed for. So, you know, got to look at what they put in bold. We apologize to our supporters. We're going to keep giving you the content you subscribed for. We apologize for deviating, but we are on track. Men already get attacked enough in this space. So best of luck to Abba and Preach in their future endeavors. They didn't apologize to Abba and Preach. That wasn't an apology to Abba and Preach at all. So no, he didn't apologize for calling a man's wife a beluga whale. But they did cop a plea. They did cop a plea. I mean, they it's the right call, but it's not really a way to do it without looking bad, put it like that. So it's like they got to take that hit. And it's unfortunate because Abba and Preach started it. But once you put hands on the table and the other person say, let's do it, it's no way to be the guy that backs out and then not look bad. Whoa, are you kidding me? He said they lost 7K subs. No, they did they? Well, damn. Is that Fresh and Fit or Abba and Preach that lost 7K subs? God damn. We got Truth in the building. What's going on? I haven't spoke to you in a while. What's up? What you got on the subject, man?
Hey, what's good, bro? Man, this shit is hilarious. You were cracking me the fuck up. Oh my god. I mean, my 2 cents on it is like, I fuck with Fantastic on the boxing league shit. Missed opportunity. That shit would be hilarious, and it would be definitely like it'd blow the space up. Like all fun and games aside, like realistically, if they did that on some YouTube boxer shit, it'd blow the space up. It'd only get more eyeballs. But realistically, I feel like both. I'm gonna keep it a buck. To me, they're all women. Preach is like indistinguishable from a woman the way he talks. Myron,
go ahead. I'll let you rock. Go ahead.
Myron is clapping when he raps, and I'm like, what? He's talking about how he looks. If anyone remembers Anna Kasparian from TYT, they'll laugh at this. I'm much better than you. Much better than you. Like he is reminiscent of like a very toxic female, and bringing up stats and shit that's totally irrelevant to beef. And then honestly, like, okay, so I think the fact that Fresh and Fit extended an invitation and that they didn't actually handle their disagreements via the invitation, that's bitch made. Like that's really, it's bad faith. It's not professional. And it's just like man to man, it's well, I don't want to be vulgar, but we know what that is. I said it's bitch made. So it's like, realistically, if they extended that invitation, you reject man, and want to wait a couple months to talk shit on your channel, like that's fucked up. At the same time, the way they handled it is fucked up. So that's why I look at everybody like they all.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad plays on every side. That part is undeniable. But go ahead. Yeah,
and like to the screaming and yelling, I just don't like to see men screaming and yelling. That shit is not like, I get we can get passionate, but like you yelling at a camera, like he's not even there. Like it's just a little extra. And it's like realistically, I don't believe he'd keep that same energy to their face. I don't think he would. And the cop-out plea at the end, after all that, you're just gonna little 2 cent, not even a video, just a little fucking community tab. Nah, that ain't it. That's pussy.
All right, go ahead, JD Rich in the building. Go ahead, get your thoughts on this. This might be a shorter stream.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
I may kind of get in and out on this one because I do got some business to handle at 2:30 EST. So I may wrap up early, so I got time to get ready for that. But go ahead, JD Rich. You got the floor. You got the mic. Okay, we might skip you and go to JB. So we're gonna go ahead and go to JB. What's going on, JB?
What's good, Bernard?
What's up?
So I have a question, man. Is it me or is it like when I saw
yeah, JB got the mic now, so just hold on for a second. We can hear you. You good? But go ahead, JB.
When I saw Abba and Preach drop that original video, right, and I saw all the comments that were saying, "Oh, y'all got a beef now," I was actually genuinely shocked. So I'm kind of, because when I watched the video myself, I didn't actually see it as any beef. I just saw it as, you know, their kind of regular content. You know, typically when they interview somebody, they do a review of that later on. And I mean, if you watch Abba and Preach's content, they don't really shy away from, you know, basically sharing how they truly feel about anything, right? So I just don't understand the need to, like, I don't understand why they, unless there's something on the back end that most of us don't know about, I just don't understand why they immediately perceive any criticism as beef. Because this is actually not the first time that somebody has criticized the Fresh and Fit guys. And the moment anybody says anything about them, it's like, I mean, they immediately take it as beef, which is, to me, is very strange.
Well, see, what I noticed is they ignore most of the people that got something to say about them. But for whatever reason, probably because, you know, Abba and Preach do got 1.3 million subs. That's one reason why they didn't ignore this one. If you're gonna punch, you should punch up. That's one. Two, Abba and Preach, like they do, Fresh and Fit they do their show in their house, which means Abba was in their house. Like, so at that point, like, y'all are de facto friends. You're YouTube colleagues. You've worked together. You've essentially done business together. And Fresh reached out to them to do business again. And then they couldn't do it, you know. But then, you know, a couple months later, now it's a video response to a conversation that they had. When then now they kind of clowning them a little bit, saying that they capping and they front, you know, it's like that was kind of in poor taste.
But here's the thing,
though. Poor taste. It was.
So, okay, so from a professional standpoint,
even though I agree with the points that they made about the prostitution and all of that, it was in poor taste.
So from a professional standpoint, I can agree with you, Bernard. But I think just looking at it from a just man-to-man perspective, like if you have any, I just can't imagine like if you have enough homies, right, where, you know, you have disagreements with each other, you know, back and forth, etc. I mean, they're gonna call you, they're gonna tell you capping every now and then. They're gonna, like, I just don't understand why immediately, just because of what they said, suddenly it's beef. I just don't, personally, I don't get it. Like, when I watched it, I didn't even think there was beef. I'm like, these commenters, they're really taking this out of proportion. And then I see Fresh and Fit react. I'm just like, wow, so this was really beef. So it's just, to me, that's just the reaction to me. I agree with you from a professional standpoint in terms of their brand, but the reaction also from like Myron and Fresh, to me, is just highly emotional. So I don't understand why it was like, why they had to be that emotional in their response.
Yeah, I mean, I will grant you that they went for blood. they chose violence, as they say, you know. But it is what it is on that. You know, I've gotten to the point to where when people respond to somebody coming at them, how that person responds is, they may respond in a way that I wouldn't respond. They may respond in a way that I thought was too far. But if you bomb first, you don't get to dictate how the person responds to it. So if they respond by saying that your wife is a beluga whale, then it is what it is. Kenshawn West, you got to change that thumbnail. You can't come through with a thumbnail of another content creator like that. I'm not doing it. We don't do that here. You got to change you got to change your icon, homeboy in the back.
You know what I think happened? I feel like, and I've noticed this before. I feel like Abba has a bit of an ego complex, and I think Preach is more like passive, so he just lets it rock. And I think how it manifested in this instance is, instead of reaching out and having a discussion like a grown man, I think he does kind of resent. I think Myron touched on a nerve. He does kind of resent that they're blowing the fuck up, and he knows he helped them, because people forget when they went on the show, they had like less than 100,000 subs or some shit. So them going on the show was a big favor. But that should, if he really meant what he said, he loves to see a black man get money. It's like, why are you tearing him down? Why can't you call him up, text him up, email something? Hey, we'll come back on the show, chop it up. Who doesn't want a free trip to Miami? It for many reasons, it did come off like there was an underlying layer of beef that ABBA had, and there's no real reason to have it unless it's jealousy.
Well, that's why I speculated that maybe, you know, because Fresh and Fit has been catching a lot of criticism. Really felt like the last, if you've been paying attention, because I've been seeing it, but I'm not going to do no content on that stuff. But it's been a lot of women that have came out and said some things, you know, and it's been some other smaller content creators that have, well, maybe not so small, but, you know, smaller than Fresh and Fit, that have, you know, done collaboration videos with some of the women that have said some things. Like, that stuff is out there, and then now it's starting to blow up and get even bigger and starting to be even more. That's why I'm thinking ABBA and Preach probably wanted to distance themselves. You know, but that's just my weird. That's my speculation. I could be wrong.
You know what? That's you're probably right. Because I'm not gonna lie, that whole Myron, if you don't fuck me, you can't come on the show shit. I called him a psycho. That's antisocial weird. Even if you have some diabolical crazy nigga thought, you actually sent that to somebody. You actually are out here. That is like next level.
It's actually worse than that. Have y'all seen some of these females, man? They've actually posted like I'm talking about long form screenshots and video recordings and shit of basically of Myron talk about, I'm a high value man and there's only so few of me. And it's like, okay, bro, we get the talking points, but I can never imagine myself talking to a female and telling her I'm a high value man. Like, that's just corny as fuck, bro. So
it screams that he has never had success with women prior to having clout. That's why he connects success with women to clout so directly. It's like he can't even imagine. Anyway, I don't want to make this.
And I don't listen. It's a lot of stuff out there, and put it like this: whenever there's a lot of shit being said about somebody, I always say it all can't be true. It all can't be a lie. And I'm not even trying to get in the business of charging people up. You know, I don't know. I haven't seen it all, so I don't even want it to get, you know, aired out on my show. Only thing I will say is that it's some shit out there. And ABBA and Preach, they do got a real clean image. So I understand, regardless of how true or not true the stuff that's out there is, I understand that they don't want to stand next to it. So that was my speculation. But I'm not about to. I don't want to do that unless I've done the full research on it and validate some of the stuff. Because I know O'Shea and Donovan Sharp disputed some of the stuff that was being said, and they backed up. They backed up Myron on some of the stuff that was being said. Like O'Shea, I think Donovan Sharp showed like a full conversation, whereas the chick showed a partial conversation or something like that.
But Bernard, see, I know there's one thing about you, Bernard. You're about the truth, right? So let's keep it honest, right? Like I said early on, bro. I am all for these brothers making their money. I actually support their platform, et cetera, right? But there is actually some very decent evidence out there. I'm not even talking about just believing what the females are saying. There's some decent evidence out there, like clear as day. In fact, not only is there evidence out there, Myron has actually doubled down on it. Okay, so there's enough evidence out there that some of this shit is real, and I think there is something to be said about that. Like, we can't just go on the line on the route of, you know, I'm not saying you are, but they must be jealous or whatnot. If some dudes are just like, nah, we don't want to be associated with that because that's some cornball shit. I completely understand that, because for me, even seeing some of the evidence I've seen, I like don't even want to watch some of that shit sometimes, because I'm just like, this dude just he immediately looks like a cornball to me, just from seeing what he sent and what he doubled down on, and then hearing the words coming out of his mouth. I'm just like, bro, you look like a cornball. And I'm not even trying to say that from a like trying to be disrespectful. I'm just being honest, bro.
All right, the stuff that he said, does it qualify as actually doing something literally wrong, or just trying to get some pussy but operating kind of in poor taste? Like, if it's trying to get some pussy but operating in poor taste, I'm not going to trip on that. Again, keep in mind, I haven't seen it, even though I did see the thing where he was hitting the chick with some talking points. Well, I'm a high value man, and there's more high value men, and this or that. Then I'm like, dude, you don't. I mean, Yeah,
you don't say that. You don't fucking.
You don't talking point a chick
that
that you're actually trying to get some pussy from. Now, if you're giving social commentary and analysis of the big picture, yes, you can explain that if you are a high value man, yes, you are in the minority, and the women that want you are in abundance. So you do have more leverage, and you do have this, but you don't say that to a chick when you're trying to leverage your high valueness to get to her vagina. And it did look like a potential business arrangement that started off in the language of business and then turned into some as we fucking and all. And then that was kind of that wasn't cool. But again, we're talking about a man trying to get some pussy who operated in kind of poor taste. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. Let's make it clear.
I'm not saying
he ain't breaking the law.
Criminal.
He just operated in poor taste.
Yeah, I'm not saying for the record, I'm not saying he's done anything criminal. I'm not saying he's done anything criminal. I'm just highlighting more so.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, wait, just one at a time. Go ahead, JB. I couldn't hear you because your truth was some. Go ahead, JB. Now I got your next truth. JB, just repeat what you said. We really couldn't.
I was just saying. I'm not saying that he's done anything criminal. At least I haven't seen anything that suggests that. I've just seen stuff that suggests that at least like he's doing things that are very questionable. And also just to me just seems very cornball. Like it very like a cornball, very much like a cornball. Because it's like if a girl texts me and said, why aren't you texting me back? And I'm like, because I have an abundance mindset. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that sounds so fucking corny, bro.
Yeah, that's no game at all, man.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but I mean that's how he sounds in a lot of the like back and forths that I'm seeing, and he doubled down on it. I thought he was gonna reject it, but he doubled down on it. So,
and we got to remember, right? This Myron said that he is anti-paying for bots because it could get you in a mindset where you resent women. I'm like, what? But you yelling at women that if they want to come on the show, it's just full of shit.
All right. We got to go to Kenshan. Well, I ain't about to. What is that? Holistic health.
Yeah, holistic health coach. How y'all guys doing?
That's what that says. Okay, hold on. Let me blow it. I can't see shit. Hold on. Okay, Kenshan, holistic health coach. All right, got you. All right. Okay.
Hope everyone's doing great today. I happened to watch the actual snipe, the first snipe from Abba and Preach. And it really was basically, look, you can ask KS the same thing. Everyone pays for box. You just like you said just now, they just offered it to that particular chick who complained and went out mainstream about it. They just did it in a poor taste way with her. And Alba actually questioned when Myron had a chance to do an alleged threesome and all the details, the cup of tea within that. So they actually pulled some real cards that I didn't even know. Right then, the reaction was why I'm surprised.
Well, you talking about Fresh made a video about some threesome at some party that some NBA player invited him to.
Right, allegedly.
Yeah, that wasn't a big deal. Other than it just sounded goofy. That's all.
Right, and he had to take 3 girls in a different room because he couldn't just ponder the fact that I have 3 girls in front of me naked. What do I do? So So I mean, but
sometimes Fresh will say some things, and even the audience will be, putting all the blue hats in the chat room. Like, so yeah, sometimes Fresh, not Myron, but Fresh, he says some things sometimes where it sounds fishy as hell. But
right, I think that's the culture, though, Bernard. They came back and made a shoot back video. You didn't need to bring his wife in it, and you didn't need to also bring sending him back to Haiti in it or anything like that. I think one thing that Myron has showed us is he can kill you with the talking points. He was supposed to just kill the argument and not what does KS say? Insults, guilt, and need to be right. And what do we see this with?
Now, hold on. Did Abba and Preach not come with insults when they made their original video? They didn't make a straightforward on the merits of the talking points video. They was kind of clowning them. So they opened the door for some clowning. So
Yes.
I can't let Abba and Preach completely off the hook. They opened the door for whatever response they got. Hold on, real quick. Hold your thought. No, I mean not DJ. Look, NJ Prophet in the building saying you need to give me the kitty or you can't get on my show is a Me Too offense.
It's actually a crime. I googled it. It's called sexual extortion. Yeah, that's crazy.
Whoa. Okay, all right. So where's the line with that? And shout out to P that I see you sent the super chat. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Where's the line with that? Because okay, you can't, if you don't have sex with me, you can't come on my show. How does that differentiate from me telling a woman that I invite her over to my house? I talk to her, let her know that I want to smash, and then she's like, no. Well, then I got to cancel this encounter. If you gave we ain't smashing, you ain't coming over.
The issue is that he runs a podcast and it's a business. So now he's lit. Like, imagine, for example, like that's Harvey Weinstein shit. It's like, hey, you want to come on the podcast? You got to suck my dick. It's like, excuse me? Like,
I know, but hold on. But coming on the podcast, that's not offering her a job. Like if he said, if you want to come work and be a part of my production team and I pay you, I don't know, $17 an hour. And she's like, yes, that's great. I need a $17 an hour job. Oh, but you got to suck my dick too.
But Bernard,
that could be Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
inviting somebody to come on your show.
Bernard, here's the issue though. Here's the issue. So even Myron himself on the show, when they have the show, they'll talk about this. You know, for example, when they're saying, hey, if you want to be on the show, you can have your man come with you, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things he always says is, remember, this is business. I'm not trying to date you. I'm not. So he always says that. So in other words, his own words will work against him when it comes to this, right? Because he's basically making it clear that his interaction with these women is business. So if you're saying it's business, and then for them to come on the show, you then ask them to do all this other stuff that are sexual in nature, there's a pretty decent argument for sexual extortion there.
Okay, and that's why I thought he was wrong with that one chick. It was a situation with one chick who I believe she was a fitness trainer of some sort, and he was bringing her on. They were going to talk fitness. She has a fitness channel. He dabbles in the fitness thing. Everything looked like the language of business, and they were like collaborating on some. You got a fitness channel. I talk about fitness on my channel. We're two content creators that are going to come together and collab. And then on the back end, he was like, "Oh, and by the way, we got to be fucking." That's why I was like that. That's when I say that I throw a flag on the play on that because it was a clear business. It was a clear business arrangement, but just a random bimbo walking on the strip somewhere in Miami, he like, hey, you want to come on my show? That's not a business arrangement. That's just, hey, you want to come to my show that's at my house and sit in here and talk.
To be fair, like I'm not looking for nothing to happen to him. I low key, so I originally was like, oh, he didn't commit a crime. I'm curious. I Googled this shit. It's a crime, and so I just want everybody to know, hey, don't get yourself fucked up like thinking it's not a crime. And he's lucky these bitches are probably dumb and ghetto because do that to the wrong chick. Oh shit, you fucked now. So that's all I'm trying to say.
All right. I mean, it's either way it go. They definitely on some slippery slope territory doing that stuff.
Yeah,
either way it go. But shout out to NJ Prophet. He said it's a Me Too offense waiting to happen. Dude is a thirsty sucker. All right, cool, whatever. That brother P that in the building. Shout out to brother P that. He says the seething disrespect amongst black male YouTubers and respondents is extremely pungent or whatever. Someone highly visible is going to get hurt one day. We don't believe in the law of reciprocity, but it is indeed an immutable law. Thank you very much for the super chat, that brother P that. Appreciate you. I saw somebody else. Oh shit, the chat moving faster. We got people in here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Sika and Yang in the building. He says, dude, want to post a video for their subscribers about you, and then you get mad when dude respond in kind. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Appreciate that, everybody who come through hard and heavy with the super chats. Appreciate you. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's supporting the stream. I think it was a smaller one that I miss. I don't know if Ken Sean, if that's got
Yeah,
your
I had
name
a
in there.
question for you. All right, that's we see already like what is the difference between how do we upgrade in the manosphere and the talking points, and what is the difference of I smash, I smash, I smash, I smash. And so we got these guys over here who's like, well, I smash more than you, and I get more girls than you, and I forgot what the song was. Ramil, the nice song by the way, Ramil, but pumping and
Humpty Dumpty, bitch.
so
Humpty Dumpty,
where do we
hey.
classify ourselves as a service to men in this space? What are we telling men? Or I mean, because fresh and fit is clearly. So where do we go from here?
I don't know exactly what you mean. There are some aspects of this manosphere thing that to where yes, part of what they do is try to help men how to talk to women, pursue women, approach women, and ultimately get sexual access to women under whatever context that you want the sexual access, whether it's casual sex or relationship sex. That's part of this thing, and it ain't going nowhere. So I don't know what you mean. I don't understand your question.
I'm thinking like, are we gonna get pushback if we, smash and don't get married? But I mean, what is the general, I guess, what is our general message? Because I mean, do we align with fresh and fit smash, to get the money and smash? I mean,
smash to get the money and smash. We're not anti-men. We're not anti-men having casual sex if men want to have casual sex. But I don't support a message that says every man should only have casual sex. I don't support that message. But those that want to have casual sex and are engaging in casual sex, consensual, nothing wrong with that. If that's a crime, show me. If there's a crime, show me the victim.
No, that's what that's actually, I'm not married, so I'll put it like that. But I say that to say, they've lost 7,000 subscribers. They have, and it's going down more. I think that that rant what he made, Marion, the one where I don't think that's a good look, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think they realize.
Don't attach us. Don't attach your channel to us in the manosphere, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Man, you saying that as a non-content creator first? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't. I don't think you can tell Fresh and Fit don't attach your channel to us. I mean, they came out of this. They are manosphere. They are a part of this. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But if put it like this. If they get found guilty of, like, I'm talking guilty of a crime, if they get found guilty of a crime of which I've seen nothing that suggests that they're guilty of a crime, they just did some evidence that Myron may have done some stuff that was you shouldn't have did that shit, nigga. But
sorry, Chad, I have to be critical.
If they get found guilty of a crime, then I understand people wanting to separate themselves from it. But just the mere fact that right now, no, this isn't a. I don't see they got to separate themselves from the manosphere situation. I don't see where you're going with that. I don't see where you're going with that.
Yeah, I don't think that needs to happen. I hope that nothing happens to them because I think they're great for the space. They're blowing it up. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. I mean, yeah. I mean, they platform does a lot of good for this overall space. The way they growing. People are subbing to them that aren't even in this space. And so think about how many men are getting red pilled or getting good information about women and how to deal with women and how they should operate as men. When you got a platform as big as Kevin Samuels, I think 1.2 million subs, Fresh and Fit is trending towards millions of subs. That's the reason they had to cop a plea and step back, because they losing subs with a beef. So clearly beefing is not something that they need to do. Beefing is something that they need to stay away from. So they need to stay on their grind and do what it is that they got to do so they can keep growing. Because if more men are being red pilled, and for better or worse, whether you like them or not like them, you look at a Kevin Samuels platform where hundreds of thousands of men are watching that. You look at Fresh and Fit platform where hundreds of thousands of men are seeing that. At the end of the day, they are the ones who are up front. You know,
So
however they
what do
got
you
there,
think about?
rather the YouTube algorithm just anointed them. Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares? They are the ones that are there. They're winning, and they're
What do you think?
representing. So that
What,
is what it is.
I mean, they did put in the work though. So it's
Yeah,
not
that too.
in the work.
Okay,
what
I
do
want to
you
make
think about?
Hold on, real
shouldn't
quick. From the
pay-
break. JB says something very important. They put in the work and they earned it. I want to make sure that I make that point very clear too. They put in the work and they earned it, and they're damn good at what they do.
And I think Bernard, that's actually what frustrates me is that Myron is actually exceptionally good at, like, when you see him breaking down the
Yes.
data, the stats and stuff, like, he's exceptionally good at it. And so it actually frustrates me when I see him basically risking all of that, everything that y'all have built all of that, and you're risking it over simplicity. Like, to me,
That's what I was gonna ask, JB.
I don't get it.
I was gonna ask, what do you think about I don't need to pay for, and then Abba saying, "Good look, KS does it. KS said on his channel he do it. All of us do it. I do it. Like, I don't need to pay."
Professionalism did not say that he paid to sleep with a woman. He said he paid a woman to accompany him to a function.
He's not against it. He's not against tricking. He criticizes black men for trying to call everything tricking. You think men should pay, men should lead with their wallet, and definitely in some situations. In some situations, yes, you should be successful. You should have money. That's what should draw women in. They should want you for that, and you should have no problem flexing and flossing with that. And if a woman get a little benefit from it, then yeah. But long as you got what you wanted out of her, I think I'm paraphrasing him, but I think that's close to what his position is. I'm paraphrasing though.
Yes.
But all right, we got some old people in the back. Let's rotate. Let's see who we got.
What's up? Can y'all hear me?
My bad. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got the mic.
Okay, I just want to say this real quick. Fresh and Fit aren't red pill. All right, like if you have a problem with paying women for sex, you aren't red pill, because in some way you pay in some way, whether it's time, money, attention, you're paying. So they have this
okay, you got
fixation of having an issue.
Hold on, wait. We agree that in some way, shape, or form, everybody pays with something.
Yes.
We agree with that. And I do think they were wrong. I do think they were wrong on the merits of some of the points that they were making. I do think the merits of the argument, the person who attacks the side or why the attacks happen to begin with, that part aside, I think Abba and Preach, as I said before, were right on the merits that yes, some guys are going to pay. But I think you're biting off more than what you can chew if you're saying they're not red pill because they don't think men can pay. That's the claim that you got to substantiate here. I personally think.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that they can't pay.
Wait, brother. I'll let you say what you said in a second. I personally think that Fresh and Fit and a lot of dating coaches, they criticize men in this space who talk about paying for it because let's just face it, if the majority of men started paying for it, the type of game that they're teaching would become a little more irrelevant. Men will essentially, shout out to Kuda, men will essentially just start paying women directly to get the pussy versus paying the dating coach to teach them how to get the pussy. So tricking cuts out the middleman that is the dating coach. So that's why dating coaches have a financial interest in criticizing tricking. So I think that's more so what it's about, in my opinion. But go ahead, make the point that you were making, but you explain whatever you were trying to explain about why they're not red pill.
Yeah, I will. So the reason why I say that is because in general, red pill isn't just about women. It's about, essentially, from what I've been seeing and what I've been reading, it's about pulling back the mask of what general society tells you as a person. And can we agree on that?
Say that again. I'm sorry. You said red pill is about pulling back the mask of what general society says about the
pulling back the mask about how the world works. Can we agree on that or no?
Getting the true picture of reality, basically. Yes. Okay.
Reality. Okay. So then that far transcends getting bitches and how many bitches you fuck. In reality, the red pill will tell you that you're going to pay for a woman in some way, shape, or form. It's just gonna happen. So if their incentive is to be the middleman, they're trying to play part of the blue team, being part of the blue pill narrative of, oh wait, you need this. You can't pay because it's XYZ bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I still think that's over. You're going over the top if you're saying that they're red pill. I'm sorry, you're going over the top if you're saying that they're not red.
No, I'm
pill.
saying they're not.
No, I get it. I know, and I think that's a little.
If you have
that's a little. Hold on.
How are you still red pill?
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
Talking to me, or was that talking to
you? Yeah, no, you go ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying is that if you have an incentive in keeping the blue pill narrative going, how are you then preaching red pill?
Okay, how are they keeping the blue pill narrative going? What blue pill
narrative? Like you said, because like you said earlier, as being dating coaches, they're being the middleman between the women that some men want and those men. The reality is, at the end of the day, you're going to be paying regardless. But you said earlier that they don't want to have that get out there, because if guys just start paying for shit, which they're already doing, they get pushed out of the market, right? Because they're selling game, right?
Okay.
I'm not seeing
blue. I guess I'm not seeing blue or red in your distinction. I'm seeing one person. I'm seeing one person arguing for their benefit, but the thing that benefits them isn't blue pill. Like, that's not a blue pill situation. If they're saying that you should have, you should get your game, money, and status up so you can get sex without paying directly to that woman. It is a red pill truth that if your game, money, and status is up, that you can get more sexual access. That is a truth. That is reality.
But what I'm saying is that you're gonna pay anyway.
Real fast, the main difference,
regardless of game or not, you're paying.
The main difference
it's not blue pill though. It's okay. So what you're essentially arguing is that they're wrong on the merits of this particular point. Being wrong on the merits of that particular point does not mean that they're blue pill. It just means that they're wrong about this particular point. No, but that's not a blue or red situation.
I didn't say they were blue, but I said they're not red pill for that. I didn't say they were blue pill.
Okay, so
they were blue for that. I said they're not red pill for that.
Okay,
that's what I said. Yeah,
but they're still
just
red
to clarify
in general, right?
Well, that's up to you to decide, because I don't take it personally. If you're asking me, I don't think you can be red pill on certain things and blue pill on other things. I think you have to be consistent. That's just me. But personally, I don't know how anyone else can see it.
As I understand it, the premise of red pill is essentially that the blue pill is the Disney fairy tale that society tells you to not look behind the cover, and then the red pill is like any interpretation of yes, exactly. So it's like there will be disagreements amongst red pillars, but they're all still red pills. Like they all agree.
To better respond to what Arnez is saying, when you say that you can't be red pill about some things or blue pill about some others, if we take the pills out of it, which are basically saying, you can't see reality on one issue and then not see reality on another issue. I don't think that's literally how it works. Like somebody could be very knowledgeable about one thing and see right through the BS and see all the reality over here, but on this other particular subject, I mean, they can just be wrong about this other thing. Like that happens all the time. Some people are wrong about you. You would like people to be consistent as possible.
That's how I'm saying.
You would like people to be consistent as possible. And sometimes when people are being inconsistent, it's not because they're deliberately lying, even though I do think that yes, they have an invested interest because they teach game to men. They have an interest in men not just going to pay, so they're going to argue the points of why men shouldn't pay. But that doesn't make them blue pill. That just means that they're just arguing one side that happens to benefit them. I don't think it, but it's not a blue or red. I don't think that they're not seeing reality, because the game that they're given of why and how what men have to do to not have to pay, I think the game that they're given is actual true red pill game. So therefore you can't say that they're being blue pill They're just not acknowledging the fact that some people red pill truth is, damn it, I do gotta pay. Right now, currently how I operate or what I prefer or what I'm looking for or what I'm able to get and how I want to get it in the most efficient way possible. Somebody's red pill truth may be, God damn it, I gotta pay. Now, 5 years from now, if I become successful and up my money and status and this or that, and the type of women that look a certain way that I would have to pay for, I no longer have to pay for women like that. Then that's my truth 5 years from now. But right now, my truth is, if I want to fuck a 7, I gotta pay. And some dudes in that situation, and that's their truth. So only thing he's trying to do is prevent. They're arguing from just trying to keep men, to get men out of that situation or out of that mindset. It doesn't mean
okay,
that.
Bernard. So then, Bernard, for what you just said, so is there not a consistency of what it is to be red pill? Then, because you said red pill truth. So, like, is there no like de facto definition of what this is?
Yes, there's some consistency, but I don't think you found anything inconsistent.
No, but I'm just asking for what you just said though, because I always thought it was like there was something like there was a de facto definition for it. But you're saying my red pill truth though. How is it like? It's either it's true or it's not. It's not yours. So,
okay.
I mean,
all right. No, I got okay. Understood. Good point. Okay. If a guy is 5'3", cockeyed with 3 teeth in his mouth, and then another guy is 6'2" and good looking and got money, they both can be red pill aware. They both can be red pill aware, but one of them is going to be able to live a completely different red pill lifestyle than the other one. That's the key difference. That's the key difference. Both of them are red pill aware, but one of them may have to buy some pussy if he wants pussy from a 7. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So
they both can be red pill though. They both are red pill aware.
I kind of disagree.
What'd you say?
I kind of disagree.
All right, well, we'll get to your disagreement real quick, but hold on. Shout out to Sika and Yang, sent another $50 super chat that got away from me, but I can still just barely see it in small letters. Says Kevin Samuels does really well with beef. He rarely drops names. Nope, he don't drop names. He says, but you definitely know who he's talking about. Yep. When he speaks on a topic or issue, this is a teachable moment for them. Absolutely. Kevin Samuels handled his beef real fast, quick, to the point, and he seamlessly just work it into the topic that he's on and just deviate for a couple minutes and say what he got to say and knock it out the park and just be right back on to his content. And the people listening, if you know, and you know who he was talking about, and then it's like, okay, damn, and you just keep moving. He does it fast, quick, in a hurry, and then just keeps moving. And that is how you handle it. That is how you handle it. Black Wizard in the building. That's what red pill used to be. PUA's takeover has changed that. Red pill is mostly game. I disagree with that, but game is a part of it. That
it's
part
everywhere.
Yeah, that game is a part of it. 3 Kings in the building. He says, why are these callers trying to gatekeep red pill? Man, okay.
Because standards matter. That's why.
Nick Penn, tricking because you need to has different energy than a guy who is tricking because he is super busy and just wants a quickie. Yeah, that's a factor in the equation too. That's why we say some men just gonna trick. Like there's professional top executive CEOs who trick. It's just gonna happen sometimes. There's no getting around that. It's the oldest profession on earth for a reason. Some men are going to do it. Some men are just going to say, hey, I got this money. I don't got time. I'm out here chasing, but hey, I can pay this X amount of dollars to get what I want real quick from this chick and be done with it and back on to the money. Is what it is. All right. JB, you said you disagree, but we're going to get to Be Easy real quick, but JB disagreed with me. So go ahead, JB. You got the floor. You got the mic.
Yeah, what I was just disagreeing with is the fact that I don't even know if I'm disagreeing actually, but basically I guess my issue with what I can't pronounce your name, brother, but what he was saying.
It's cool.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. I don't want to butcher it, but basically, who gets to decide that, right? Like, because I actually don't see. I'm more aligned with you, Bernard. Like, I don't actually see an issue with somebody. I think there is a difference if you can't get chicks and then you have to pay. There's definitely a difference. But if you are able to and you honestly just don't want to put the time into it and you have the money and you can spend it, and you value your time, etc. I do not see any issue with that whatsoever. I honestly, I don't even consider that tricking. I just see that as a man who's capitalizing on his time. So if you don't like, who gets to decide which one of those are okay and which one of those are red pill versus blue pill? Like, to me, that just seems very silly to me.
Right on, right on. All right, we got to move kind of fast because as somebody just posted in the chat, hey, thank you, Paul G. I mean, Paul it used to be Paul G. I think Paul Game and Paul G are the same person, but you pretty much, yeah. Okay, let me see it. Either way, thank you for that.
The trademark.
Oh yeah, he changed it. He got a trademark. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good on you. Yeah, I do have an appointment at 2:30. So I don't care what we talking about. I'm hitting end screen at 2 o'clock. I ain't even doing. I'm just hitting the end screen button. All right, so we got to kind of move fast. Try not to don't nobody Edward Anderson us in here.
Oh,
but be easy. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got the mic. Let's try to be quick hitting with it. Go ahead. Be easy.
Okay, yeah. The video where I've been preached, the first one they done, I felt that they should have just hashed it out some way in the back chat. I don't know if they did, but they wasn't disrespectful in that video. They was going against the talking points of Fresh and Fit, whether you agree or disagree. They made some snarky comments and funny faces and shit, but they wasn't disrespecting them. So then when the Fresh and Fit did their video that you showed today, they started off cool. You make a video about me, it's cool. You make a response, but they was giving off big feminine energy and being overly emotional. It's a line between passion and emotion, and they start going with these the ad hominem
Personal
attacks and
attacks.
shit. Yeah, exactly. That and talking about wives, and then if you throw rocks, don't hide your hands. You feel me? You shoot me with a 9 milli, I'm coming back with an AK-47. I'm not obligated to come back at you with whatever, you feel me? Whatever pressure you put on me. And then it's a business decision. They didn't lose those. They didn't make this fake apology because they felt that, oh, it was some moral thing. It's because if the numbers are accurate, they lost subs and it's a business decision. They really ain't about this life. So both of them is dope. I'm subscribed to both. I ain't gonna unsub, but they need to stop with this fake YouTube beef. I don't know if it's staged. I don't know if it's real, but you can't be talking about my wife, say you want to throw hands, and now say, oh, it's cool. I feel so bad. I'm gonna apologize. No, let's still throw hands and then you apologize after that. Because now that's some clown shit, and I really can't rock with that. And then also the last thing I want to say is both of them makes red pill content. You can get into the semantics. Is they red pill? Is they blue pill? Take each video for instance and say, is this red pill or not? And then whether you like it or not, they are the top tier of the red pill. So if you ain't making content and you ain't even scratching the surface, who is anyone to say who is red pill? And now niggas trying to cancel red pill, and we got red pill judges and arbiters. Like, knock that shit off.
Right on. Shout out to you. Go ahead.
Bernard, one thing. I'm always so terrible at articulating myself on these panels, but BZ just came through and said everything I wanted to say. So I'm just gonna hop off now because he was spot on with exactly what my perspective is on this.
Right on, bro. And I had to give salutations to Bernard too. Appreciate you for having me. You make dope content, and the whole panel. I follow Fantastic and Game Changer too. So shout out to panel. Appreciate you, bro.
Right on. Go ahead, Fantastic. You got the floor. You got the mic.
Yo, what up?
Hey, good shit on having that one dude on there, man. By the way, man.
Hey, bro. I had to take a whole day off, man. I had to take a mental health day, bro. It was rough.
Yeah, you killed it.
That wasn't planned. It wasn't, really whatever. I caught up with Buddy, asked him to get on, and hey, what y'all found out when I found out. So hey, it's what it is. But yeah,
you got it, man.
Yeah, the brother before me, man, he pretty much summed it up very, eloquently. And I'll just add this to it, back to what Truth was saying, bro. This ain't just tricking that they're doing it if again they're using their business for extracurricular adult activities. We'll just say that, like for real. No matter what you guys may think, there are some possible, very, very serious outcomes if it is what they're actually doing this. And again, now that it's been brought to the attention again, bro, this shit is happening. This shit is real. There ain't no cap. Ain't no all these hoes is lying. Trust believe that shit is real. All right, and that's whack as fuck. That's lame, dog. That's lame. I don't give a fuck who they is. And I guarantee you them niggas ain't gonna challenge nobody over here to shit. You know what I mean? Talking about no hands and none of that shit because they ain't about that life anyway.
Man, fantastic! You've been just waiting for somebody to challenge you on some on throwing some hands.
Everybody swear they want it, man. But hey, nobody, you know. But nah, for real.
Everybody get that challenge, but you, and you the one that want it.
I can't. I don't know why. But another thing too, man. Hey, yeah. Listen, bro. I'm not fighting Preach no matter what, because that's not a dude you want to lose to. Because like I said, he got too many lists and too many, limp wrists to be losing that kind of guy. And
limp wrists.
He know how to throw hands. Don't y'all get it fucked up and think just because the dude, he got a little pudge to him. I don't know if I'll remind y'all very quickly of the Anthony Joshua fight where everybody thought he was just gonna roll over the little, the Mexican man, and he got whooped. All right. So don't think just because the motherfucker got some weight to him now that he can't move around and throw them hands. But bro, neither one of those dudes are built that way, bro. Listen, the fight game and the lifting weights game and fit game, that's two totally separate things, dog. And when Buddy said, "Hey, I'll whoop both of y'all, like line him up first, and then I'll take you on next," and his mans didn't even step in, like, "Hey, bro, you right. Hey, I'm not gonna act like I can fight." Hey, Buddy do look like he just hopped off a camel, or he just, took off that goddamn Taliban do-rag. He does look so he like, "Hey man, that's not my wheelhouse. My man's over here, he's with the shits, and he's got it for both of us." And he said, "I'll line up both of y'all, bro." Hey, listen, dog, that's why you don't go around popping that shit and talking about you gonna do this and that. Bro, I never really extend the invitation, bro. I just accept them, and then niggas never show up. But yeah, man, we gotta be careful with this, bro. Tricking is one thing, but again, if you keep tricking away from your business, do not use your business to trick, because you use your business to trick, bro, you can lose everything. And I hope no matter what the hell or how they feel, they hearing this shit and it gets around to them, and Buddy not out here proudly promoting and saying, "Hey, you can't come on this, this platform without giving up something in a sexual nature, bro. You can't. That's dumb. That's the dumbest shit you could ever say that. Because all it takes is for one of these chicks, bro, take it a little further and look into it. And now what you got to do? So you're going to lose a whole lot more than just 7 subs. But appreciate you, Bernard, as usual. And yeah, man, for some reason, bro, I'm not getting your notifications ain't coming up for me. That's why, like, whenever, so I don't know why, but yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. It be doing that. Game changers. I'm not getting game changers right now, man. It's all kind of stuff going on. It's hard to explain it. So, but yeah.
Well, with me, it's because my channel was shut down, and I just got a notice from YouTube saying that it'll be a while before I'm fully built back into the algorithm. So yeah, mine's just not. It's been about 2 months since it was shut down, so maybe it takes 3. I don't know.
Yeah,
why did it get shut down?
At least they responded to you. The YouTube don't even
he's being too radical on YouTube, man. Giving too much truths.
JB, did you say you was about to drop down? Because somebody else want to come up real. I don't know if you.
Hey, I'm out, Bernard.
I'm gonna drop off.
I want to respond to Fantastic.
Yeah. I guess he still. I mean, I guess he can hear it off the air.
Okay.
Go ahead. But shout out to E-Love. He says this ain't no school. This ain't no schoolyard fight. We are talking about McLaren money. The apology is to deter other channels from coming at them for attention. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who's supporting the stream. Y'all went crazy on the super chat. I could barely do the show at some points trying to shout out the super chats. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Game Changer. You got it.
Oh yeah. So no, I was just saying. On what Fantastic said. Listen, when you're in certain industries, and this is gonna sound bad, but only because we live in 2021 right now. But you should be able to.
Game Changer. Is that your clicking? Oh wait, no, I know. I see who clicking. Hold on.
No, it's not me.
That's I think that's Arnaz. I think yeah. Okay, go ahead, Game Changer.
No, I was just saying if you work, it seems bad because it's 2021. But genuinely speaking, if you work in an industry with a bunch of beautiful women and they work with you for whatever reason, you should have every right to sleep with them, provided that they consent to it. Mm-hmm. I don't see anything wrong with that on a moral ground. It's just that the morality of society has changed, significantly. Like nobody said crap to Hugh Hefner. Nobody said nothing. Didn't he have 3 20-year-old wives or some crap like that? And,
yeah.
And he had the Playboy mansion and they all lived with him. And who was saying anything? Or if you're a big time porn producer or something like that, photographers get it. People in the music industry get it. That's just how it is and was. It's no matter what, it's still two consenting adults. But this Me Too era really changed the morality of men and women. Like, oh, it's wrong. It's not wrong just because they're saying they feel wronged. Just because a person feel wronged, that doesn't make them right. You know, you like some of these chicks, you know, they sleep with a guy to get a role on a movie, and then they get the role on the movie. He completes his promise, and she snitch on him like he did something wrong. If he's a trick, you're a hoe. Like, what? Why is he the only bad guy? I don't know. That pisses me off. Anyway, as far as the Fresh and Fit aspect of it, they really should not have went at them at all. They really should have just said, listen, we're bigger than that, and we're gonna have haters out there that does stuff. I mean, really what Albert and Peach did originally wasn't that bad, but they kind of took it.
Albert, you said Albert and Peach?
No, no, I did. I said Preach.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I heard that wrong.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, they just took it to a different level, and it wasn't a good look for them. Also, the aspect of I get more girls than you, he should not be measuring manhood on the amount of women that a person gets. That's not a good look.
Yeah. Fair points, all of them.
Not according to dating coaches. It's all about, you know, who is at the end of the day, it's who has game and who got the most bitches. And if you can't prove that, you know, that means you have no game and you're not really a man. So
yeah, I don't really agree with that philosophy, because then your value is determined by woman.
Them niggas just got game.
One thing, hold on real quick, y'all. One thing I do want to touch on is something that Game Changer said. I alluded to this point that it's technically nothing wrong with you doing a show. You invite women on your show, and you have sex with some of the women that's on the show. And it's technically nothing wrong with negotiating the sex beforehand. However, okay, if damn it.
But that being said, though, Bernard, much for burning
where do somebody understand where does the illegal slippery slope come in? Because like I said before, you can't offer a woman a job and say you're going to get this job contingent upon whether or not you suck my dick.
Sure.
That's illegal. But inviting somebody onto your show, that's not offering a job. That's saying, come join my podcast.
And same is true with magazine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, so where does the slippery slope come in to where they've done something that's, you know, that's one, because somebody could argue that, like I said before, that, you know, it's probably in poor taste, especially if the person was a content creator and was speaking the language of business collaboration, and then you said, oh, you got to suck my dick first. Okay, I get that that's in poor taste, but just inviting chicks on your show and trying to smash them and negotiating the smashing beforehand, I guess I want somebody, if somebody can legally explain, if you can come up, or somebody can legally explain where does the legal slippery slope come in.
I'll try. Bernard, right quick. I would say if there's money exchanging hand, like if the people come on the show for free, then you know there's really nothing to it. Now, morally, if you would have hired this person anyway, then you know there's also like nothing really, like you would have hired them anyway.
They're not hiring nobody for a job. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not, so if money was being exchanged, then you know it could be considered prostitution, even though money is exchanged in porn.
I think what the fuck?
That's Israel.
Okay. Israel. All right. Now, you're making a good point. Because if they offer money to come on the show, then they've essentially offered them a job, and then they saying, but you only can get this job under the condition that you suck my dick. That's wrong. But if they just say, hey, come hang out on my podcast, that's almost no different from me telling a chick, hey, come spend a night at my house. And then while she's on the way, I'm like, oh, and by the way, we are smashing, right? You do understand that, right? And she's like, no, we're not smashing. Oh, well, then you're not. I can disinvite her from my house. I can. Yeah. You can do that.
I read the Florida statute, and the way they define it is basically if you are offering somebody any kind of tangible, valuable thing. Actually, I think they specifically say intangible. Yeah, either tangible or intangible. They go so far as to split. So what the fuck does that mean?
That's some. Hold on, wait a minute. That's some fucked up language because let's just say if I got a big ass, badass 120-inch flat screen TV at my house, the intangible value is that we about to watch Game of Thrones in high definition on my 120-inch flat screen, and she want to come over for that. But then I tell her that, hey, I'm trying to smash, and then she's like, no, I don't want to get smashed. Well, then you're not coming over to watch Game of Thrones on my 120-inch flat screen. Then she can,
Bernard.
then hold on. Then she can say that there was some intangible value offered. That's just as intangible as the value of coming on a podcast.
I do want to say, I do want to point out
the fundamental difference is you don't have an IRS account for your home and the people who come to chill, right? Like it's a business. It's like the radio. It's like TV. It's like anything that's production oriented. This is the modern age, and they're going to adapt laws for it. If it wasn't illegal, it was going to be illegal soon. So it's not too much of a surprise they already have it on the books, because this probably isn't the first time it's happened. Niggas have probably already done this. So that's why I said he's lucky he did it to the right person.
I'll say this. All right, hold on. Game changer. Go ahead, game changer. Game changer.
I was just going to say one thing.
I was just going to say he's lucky he did it to her, because if you did that to
a
rich girl.
Real quick, Game Changer. Hold on, Game Changer was about to explain some of the. I think he was about to explain some of the legal stuff.
No, I just want to talk on his what Truth said and how that can be interpreted and how effed up it is, and this is what the world is coming to, and that's why I said this is 2021, and that's how messed up things are. Love is intangible. Love is intangible. Therefore, right quick. Therefore, if a woman, if you say I'm going to end loving you because you no longer have sex with me, she can't say you're legally wrong because you are taking your intangible love away from me.
That's why that's some fucked
so
up.
Ridiculous.
That's
nowadays.
why that's some shitty.
Sex is grape.
That's some shitty legal language. That legal language is some bullshit, and they could smuggle anything.
That's what I was.
With that,
that's what I was trying to say earlier.
Number 16 got something real good here. They do come to promote their IGs and their OnlyFans. So in that sense, one could argue that it is a business arrangement.
The social exchange.
Hey, and fair exchange is no robbery. You feel me? They get it. They get an equal value. No one.
I know. Well, hold on. But the mere fact that Fresh and Fit has a podcast that would that the chick come on the show, be on the podcast, that helps the podcast, and the intangible is that's being offered is you can promote your IG and your OnlyFans. That's a business arrangement, technically. That's technically a business arrangement. So to say we're only going to do business under the condition that you suck my dick, that's how they're going to end up getting hit with some legal language that could have them into some potential trouble. So number 16, damn good right there. You're not going to part.
Well, can I say this though, Bernard? Isn't that technically tricking though? Because you're exchanging sexual favor.
It's all tricky.
Yeah, we passed the semantics of that, but good point.
It's called solicitation of a prostitute. It's actually really dangerous.
And my thing is this: they're stupid for doing that because a woman can say, "Okay, I'm coming on a platform on the pretense that I'm advertising my social media and my platform," and they could say, "Oh, they could go to the law and be like, oh, I felt like I was under duress, or there was some form of coercion." Like that.
Yeah, and that's the problem, though.
That's why I think it's so stupid.
Can y'all hear me, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, bro.
All right, god damn, like shit.
Hey, no, nigga, we couldn't hear you at all.
We can hear you.
No.
Yeah, this is the first time we could hear you, bro.
All right, cool. Bro, this ain't no laughing matter. This ain't no laughing matter. This ain't no joke, bro. This shit is illegal as fuck. Ain't no talking around. Ain't no motherfucking analogies of love or none of that bullshit, bro. You fucking up. All right, you're attaching your business, and this dude verbalized it. He came online and said, "You're not getting on this show if you're not fucking." Okay. When you say that publicly, you put yourself at fucking legal risk. That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck. Now, if you feel that way, you operating that way behind the scenes, off the books, whatnot, what have you, cool, that you can get down like that. But when you become a fucking dummy and you verbalize it and say that publicly, and then like people said, doubled and tripled down on it to say you're not getting on this show if you're fucking me, bruh, that shit is illegal, and you putting everything at the motherfucking risk over some pussy.
Facts, clown shit.
No ifs,
and that's
about it. Hold on. No ifs, ands about it. Ain't no talking or walking around and shit. And it's lame as fuck. You literally gonna give up the whole shit that you done built over the fuck bitches? Come on, dog. You can't do that. That's fucking illegal, dog. And it's got nothing to do with it's got everything to do with the Me Too era, like fucking GC said, which niggas should be smart enough to know not to even do that and risk it. Why the fuck would you do that? It ain't nothing alpha about that. Ain't nothing motherfucking manly about that. Bro, that's dumb as fuck.
It's
beta.
And that's why I said I was being sarcastic.
I'm so sorry. We got to pump the brakes. We got to get to before the billions. So like I said, I'm pulling the plug at 2:00. Black Wizard in the building. Thank you for the super chat. He says you can't leverage sex for business opportunities. When they get on the podcast, he allows them to approach their Instagram. Yep, somebody already talked on that. From their Instagram and over OnlyFans. I think that by definition sort of makes it a business opportunity. If they took to the lawyer, yep, gotcha. ARC, the notorious ARC in the building, who I don't got the sound bite ready to go for yet, but he says anytime you offer a woman money, employment, or material gifts and possessions directly in exchange for a woman's sexual companionship, that is technically solicitation for prostitution, otherwise known informally as tricking. Thank you, ARC. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Well, you know what's weird. You know what's weird.
But hold on, I want to get to before the billions. He just sent the super chat. Well, actually, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead, real quick. All right.
Yeah, okay, I know you gotta go.
A lot is structured. Who you want, Bernard?
No, before the billions. Go ahead.
All right. What's up, everybody? Bernard, I know you got to go to your appointment, so I'll be quick. Overall, I think that Auburn and Preach, I think that they are since they're married, right? I don't think that they should be saying like
only one of them is married.
Only one's married.
I thought
only one of them is
Preach
married.
is married, right?
The one that want to fight is married.
Right. So since Preach is married, so it doesn't make any sense to say, oh, I get more girls than you, I get more money than you. I mean, like all this kind of thing, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because if somebody's married, they have more subscribers, they've been in the game for longer. It doesn't make any sense to be like, oh, we make more money, we're more hot. Overall, I think that it shouldn't have really been any beef, really, because it's like, okay, so you disagree with with the point, then all of a sudden you go into the ad hominem, and then you start talking about people's weight and their wife and all this other kind of stuff, and then you sit up here and you're saying like, oh, I disagree with having to pay for sex. But yet and still they expose him and say, oh, yeah, he has a seeking arrangement. So overall, it's just a whole bunch of hypocrisy.
Yeah, what is a seeking arrangement? What exactly is that?
That's a sugar daddy website that Myron is on.
Tricking. They're paying for sex.
And supposedly Myron is saying he's using that website to use alternative game or whatever bullshit he's trying
alternative game.
He's trying to say, he's trying to say, I'm using that website to prove that I can use game without having a trick, like
for field research, right?
I don't make no
field research.
Yeah,
almost field research.
But here's my thing, which is I just find this is why people don't like the dating coach sphere, because it's hypocritical. He said, oh, Abba or Preach shouldn't talk about game or what in terms of female and male dynamics because one is married. Yet Lucario, ARC, and a whole bunch of other people are married in the sphere. So it's like they double talk on both sides of their mouth.
Those niggas just got game by paying a bunch of other dating coaches. Just a couple years ago, they admitted to being broken squares. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
this is why niggas be on their ass.
Yes,
these niggas just got game. Now they want you to pay for their dating class because they paid for a bunch of other dating classes. They soaked up enough game, and now they trying to implement it on the youth.
Have y'all seen?
Hey, I'm not.
All right, we're running out of time. Secret in Yang. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got the mic. I think everybody got to speak. I'm pulling the plug.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make quick. I just kind of want to rebuttal that, dude. We all get
who's speaking right now?
Sika.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, you got it.
I just want to rebuttal the last point. We all get information and then pass that on to other people. So I don't know why people act as though that's a bad thing that they paid for information and then now they're going out and saying, "Hey, we got information." That makes no sense to me. You don't get any.
I never said it was bad. I said they just got the game.
I understand. I'm just saying, regardless of when they got the game, the fact that they now have the game, they can go out and say, hey, let me teach other people about this, especially if you're doing on a podcast that's free. They paid for it. They're giving it out for free. I'm not saying I condone it or I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense when people say that this is a problem. My main thing was.
Who said it was a problem?
Okay, I'm going to go to my main thing because Y'all
just
just
go ahead,
made it seem like
Seeker.
that.
You got it. You got it. Don't
Anyway,
interrupt.
so going into my main
Let the brother get off his full shot uninterrupted. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just go into my main point. So I'm 33, right? This whole YouTube sphere is weird to me. I don't know in what world we live in to where we can act as though. Let me preface this. I don't like the response, but I don't know why we're acting as though their response is morally, from a business perspective, I don't like it, but morally, whatever, I'm indifferent to it. I get the response. If I know you, Bernard, if I know you on a first name YouTube basis and you got my contact information, and instead of coming onto my platform and discussing this thing so that we both get monetized from this, or whatever, from a business perspective, instead you go to your 1 million followers and then you post something based off of a conversation that we had in the building, right? I don't know why people are acting as though they shouldn't feel disrespected. Now, the response, again, like I said in the comments, you can't get mad at somebody for how they respond. We just got past this thing with the whole, I'm not gonna bring it up, but
I referenced the same thing and I pumped the brakes just at the same spot you did, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we just got past that. So all I'm saying is we can't act like as men, we wouldn't be like, all right, fight me then. It's gonna happen. And I'm not saying that it should happen. I'm just saying that that's what's gonna happen every now and again. So let's stop acting like it reminds me of like this. It almost reminds me of like pseudo Christianity, where everybody wants to sit on a moral high horse, like, I wouldn't do this. Well, you're not in this situation, so you don't know what you would have done. I know me personally, if dude had did that to me, I probably would have felt like doing what Fresh and Fit did. However, I got people around me who would have been like, nah, that's not a good idea. And that I probably would have gone the Kevin Samuels route. That's why I put that in the comments. So at the end of the day, we got to stop acting like we wouldn't, like what they're doing isn't typical. Now it's wrong from a business perspective, but I don't like the moral talk. It bothers me when I hear it, because again, we're all men. If you go behind my back and you know me on a first name basis, you can't get mad at me. Outside of him calling his wife Beluga Whale, whatever, I got my own opinion on that. But you can't get mad at me and being like, y'all niggas weirdos, y'all lame, I get more girls. The response is childish. The response is what it is. But I don't care about the response, because they rightfully should feel slighted.
Two things though. I got a question. Did
All
they attack?
right. Wait. Sorry, we at that 2 o'clock mark. I gotta shut it down. Game changer, fantastic. Hopefully, one of y'all will continue this conversation. This is a good conversation. If one of y'all got time right now,
somebody go live.
Go live. Yeah, somebody.
I got something my chest. I want to get off.
Yeah. Because we got to get up out of here. Look, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got a important business appointment to get to, so I gotta get the hell up out of here. Thank you once again, everybody. We up out of here. Peace.